What's up, guys? Welcome to DirectX minus the fraud. Scalebound is dead. Switch is shit. And Sony closed down another studio? Oh man, today's show is gonna be live. And you already know I got the fire panel right now. Guys, start it off, introduce yourself. Jay, what up?
Yo,
What's good, guys? I'm glad to be back, with DirectX minus the fraud. It's gonna be a good show. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Oh yeah, we're sorry for not coming on last Wednesday. We had a lot of shit, conflicting schedules, but we got a packed show today, man, and we got a lot of shit to talk about.
Mm, okay. Go ahead, guys. Set it off. Who's next?
I guess I'll go. What's up, the real young Kano Brutal Honest Gamer from IntermediateGaming.com. Let's get it. Let's talk this gaming. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what's up.
The bone.
What's up with y'all, man? This is your boy 100, man. I'm sitting back here chilling with my boys, man. I already appreciate you guys, man. Y'all guys always do good work. And we finna turn some shit up tonight. Cause I got some moonshine. Anybody
Okay.
got?
Yeah, let them get drunk.
I already got
alongside.
my light.
Word. All right, y'all know who I am, though, man. Yo, 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 it's J Long Ghost and Kaleidoscope back on DirectX with a brand new show minus the fraud. Know what I'm saying? Last week we took a fucking out, but guess what? This week we bouncing back, yo. Word up, man. And
You
I'm gonna
already
just
know.
get up into straight some bugged out shit, man. Word up. This is gonna be a live show, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be so live, you swear that somebody scared the living hell out of PewDiePie. You know what I'm saying? Word up, man. All right, so word up. Let's get up into this shit, man. It's like, yo, damn, man. Word up, man. This is gonna be a live show. What happened to Beedrew? I thought Beedrew was on this, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
best for
happening,
last,
guys?
man.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
yeah.
Introduce yourself.
I appreciate that, man. No, this is Drew1111, gamer tag BJ93, the Welsh gamer, home of the Dragon X, and yeah, guys, thanks for having me. Cheers.
Hey, man.
Sure.
That's what's up.
For sure, man. Now, guess what, man? Yo, it's Return to DirectX minus the fraud with the realness, son. That's gaining applause. We're here to break it down because we leading the charge with all the recent stuff that's been popping off. Ghost guy shocking while I'm driving the car. Just running over ponies in a force of warthog. With Jay on the back, cold pissing on y'all. Pull the E-brake, drift, and smash the walls. Because the scope takes aim with his DMR to splatter their craniums and shatter their jaws. Because my dick be in their mouth when it comes to the core. They act like bitches on menopause. Now, as for mega loser, you ain't got shit on this. You may flow like flowers in the wind, while my shit blows up like hand grenades after I pull the pin. And that's what's up.
Oh, that's what's up. That was
Bars.
fire. I like that. I like that.
Yo,
That was
You
sound,
don't get
sound
that
class
nowhere else on no other podcast.
And so, yo, people out there, they don't get it. Talking about games. He's
Yep.
talking about gaming, man. Read between the lines. But that's for the people that's. But anyway,
You know
guys, let's
that.
get it started.
All right, well, guess what, man? This week on What's Popping, there's been a lot of things popping off. And the first thing on the agenda is what everybody's been talking about. Even Jay did a video a couple of days back about it. Nobody talked about Scalebound before, but not everybody want to talk about it. All right, so let's start off with you, Bijou. What's your take on everything concerning Scalebound?
Well, just to put it simply, and this is what I can't understand, when it comes to the mass amounts of people out there who are just hating on, like, Microsoft, Phil Spencer, saying that they're idiots, saying Phil should be fired. Same song, different verse. I just think at the end of the day, Platinum Games were paid to do a job. They weren't doing it properly, and it had to be cut. It's just the nature of things. It's just business. It's a shame. I was looking forward to that game. It looked interesting, even though I'm not the biggest JRPG fan myself. But it did look different. But they weren't doing the job, so they got axed. It's that simple. I don't get why so many people have all of a sudden developed this love for a game that they weren't talking about 2 weeks ago, just because Microsoft cancelled it. I just find it hypocritical and quite hilarious, really.
I agree. All right, yo, Kano, what's your take on this whole situation?
Well, I'm gonna put it to you in some perspective, man. Personally, for me, when Scalebound was canceled, I was a little bit salty, but I'm not even tripping about it no more, man, because I got games to play anyway. So why bother?
Yep.
But when you think about how people was like with Scalebound tripping off of Scalebound was canceled, it's like how with flip flopping joining the PlayStation after the PlayStation experience. They doing more flip flopping than ever. But you know what I actually call people that do so much flip flopping? I call them flipperachis.
Ooh,
Call them
Flipperati.
flipperachis.
I'm feeling that right there.
That's a flipperachi right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we say down here in Louisiana. You feel me? But it's just so much going on with the Scalebound game. You know what I'm saying? So much controversy about it, what he said, she said, or whatever. But it's just time to move on. We got more games that's coming out. We just heard rumors of a Microsoft coming and stuff like that. We got more games on the horizon, so people need to just calm their nerves, calm their vocals, and stick to the script and play these games out here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep,
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel you.
100%, yo. Actually, He-Bot, introduce yourself, man. You was a little late to the party, but it's all good. Introduce yourself, my man.
Can you guys hear me?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Loud and clear.
Hey, what's going on, peoples? Baya is He-Bot. Welcome myself. Thank you for having me on, guys. It's an honor. It's a privilege.
Yeah,
Glad to be here
anytime.
again, man.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah. You jumped on right at the right moment, man. Because we were
Hit
just
me,
talking
hit me,
about
hit me.
Scalebound. So, what's your take on the whole Scalebound situation?
Well, I'm sad about it because I like the game. I love dragons. It's one of my favorite mythical creatures. Like I said in the video I did. The fact that it was going to be 4-player co-op. The fact that it was going to be action platformer with RPG elements. It had a lot of good potential and good things going for it. But if Kamaya and Platinum Games, said, listen, this is my dream game. This was the game I've always wanted to do, and everybody else turned him down. Microsoft gave him the green light, and he didn't prioritize it because they had other projects. Then I understand why Microsoft did what they did. You don't just go around giving around money for free and not get any, profits. You know what I'm saying? After a while, it's like, hey, listen, that's why they did what they did with the 75 mil that they put out for Fable Legends with Lionhead Studios. But maybe if they save the assets, rename it later on, and they could get somebody else. Because me personally, I would have tried to see if maybe the guy that did originally Panzer Dragoon, since he did the RPG, the saga for Sega Saturn, to get him to do the game and finish the game and rename it, maybe even call it Panzer Bound or something or whatever, and fucking have Tobunobu Hidegaki, the guy who did, obviously the combat for Devil's Third and Ninja Gaiden, do the combat for the game. I think they can salvage it, rename it. I would probably go that route, but I don't work for Microsoft. Who the fuck am I? That's just my thought as a fan, But it is what it is. But there are more games, and I'm pretty sure there's stuff that we don't know about that will get announced. Phil's been dropping bombs left and right since he announced this saying we got, like Kano said when I came in, Phantom Dust is coming along. It's going to be out probably more than likely before E3. We got Voodoo Vince Remaster to reinvigorate the IP. Maybe if it does well, they'll do a new one because a lot of people didn't play it on the OG. And plus, we got Cuphead before E3 probably as well. So, and we just got Rise and Shine, which I don't know if it's a timed exclusive, but I know it's exclusive. So we got stuff coming up down the pipe. It's just a matter of us supporting them.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I know I'm gonna support him.
Right,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Except for
I
Halo.
bought Rise and Shine. Right out the gate, man. I thought that game was lit.
Yeah, it's good.
But,
It's good.
But 100. What's your take on all this, man?
Man, people need to kind of fuck shit down. So I kind of took it because I got off grid for a couple of days off the shit. Because I got really emotional. Like, I'm seeing motherfuckers jumping up and down and shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Just because one game got canceled? Oh, it could have been a trademark and all this. It's business at the end of the day. Take your dick out your mouth, what I'm saying, or your ass, and understand this shit. If it don't make no money, it don't make no sense.
No sense. Absolutely.
Exactly.
So why it all? And then are you going to buy it day one?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we go down the history, motherfuckers don't buy that them RPGs like that. I play every damn thing, but everybody don't beat. It's not me. And I understand what Microsoft. Phil saw some shit Microsoft saw some shit like, man, we just gotta just cut the ties to it. But the thing
Man,
about it is, where is Yoshida when some shit get closed down or something? Where motherfucking what's that? Andrew House ass when something get closed down. He's not talking to the community. Phil came a day later was like, hey, I had to do what I had to do when I had to do it.
That's
You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was a bold
I'm not gonna
move.
play
So it
you.
shows he
Yeah,
has
I'm
courage,
not.
bro.
It's like I'm not playing these games. You know what I'm saying? I play these games. Thing about it is, Yoshida don't play no games. Andrew House don't fucking play no games. Shit.
Literally, they literally
So
don't play
this
games.
guy play fucking games. So you want to sit there and set trip, man? Come on, calm down. I wanted Scalebound like a motherfucker. I thought that was like the next thing since Lord of the Rings. But because it fucked up, you get messed. You get. Oh my God, Xbox is going down. Get Phil. I had motherfuckers tell me Phil got to go. I said you need to go off my motherfucking stream. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Definitely.
Besides, they still own the name of the title for Scalebound.
No, what?
It'll come with a Scalebound.
Yeah, I kind of heard. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I be in parties with certain motherfuckers. I heard this is like a little legal matter. I heard that if the game come out, Microsoft gotta get broke off. The game don't come out, Platinum Games still got it. It's like a little twist.
But it's more on Platinum side because
if it go multiplat, if it go multiplat, they decide to do it and it go multiplat, Microsoft gonna say fuck you, pay me. They don't care.
Well, check it, Bone. I don't think it could go multiplayer because I think Microsoft bought the IP.
Yeah, they own the IP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I heard it's like a little. I heard it's like a little legal thing. I heard it's like a little twist.
Yeah.
We messing
Microsoft
with.
deals
I heard it's a
kinda
little twist. Yeah, so I heard that because you're messing with the Japanese, they don't fuck with our laws. That's why they can get rid of. That's what they did. And then I heard one of the guys that was like the director of Scalebound was like, "Yes, I'm free." See,
Nah. Wait, Mr. 100. That thing with I'm free, he retweeted. Well, that was a retweet from a fan who he blocked 4 years ago.
Right.
This guy on this dumbass on Bang Bang put,
Yes.
"Oh, Kamiya finally said he's 4 years free from Microsoft."
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, and then
He was trolling.
Yeah, but he had a person tagged onto the picture, and when you click the tag, it says, "Finally, Kamiya unblocked me after 4 years." 5 minutes before Kamiya put that post.
Right. It was a troll. Yeah.
Like these people, like.
They be bugging. They hate it.
That's what people are talking about when they say fake news. Shit's spreading like that.
You can't believe everything on Bang Bang. People be making up boo lives on Bang Bang. So I wouldn't even bother me on that joint.
Yeah,
Right.
But it's crazy how one game fucked up the whole game industry, and then you got motherfuckers. Now Xbox ain't got no exclusives. Have you
I
ever?
genuinely can't stand people who say that. I think people who say that and believe that are genuine idiots.
But then I said, have you ever played? They was like, oh, you got y'all think it's State of Decay. Have you ever played State of Decay? Period.
I tell you like this. Fuck Kamiya.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know what got me pissed off? I was hyped for this game. It got delayed. You know, Ghost is keeping it
I know what
funky
you're
right
feeling.
now.
I know what you're
Japanese
feeling.
RPG is fire. I ain't gonna lie, it's badass. I was hyped. But this faggot ass, bitch ass motherfucker, which I think, personally, I think these Japanese motherfuckers don't like the Americans, period.
Nope.
Like, how the fuck do you play the game in front of us? Show us this, take Microsoft money, the American money, basically. Show us this beautiful ass game, man. And then say, basically, oh, this is my baby. This is my, all of this, you know what I mean? Shit. Get everybody hyped. And then you doing other games? And not even working on the game that's supposed to be
worked
out
on
right
11
now?
games, man. 11 other games that he finished.
Then you saying Phil need to get fired? The people really need to fucking wake up.
They were allegedly using the money Microsoft gave them
wake up and smell the
on their other games as well.
Yeah, they need to smell the
What was that,
cappuccino.
Biju? What was that, Biju?
Yeah, go.
Allegedly, they no, obviously it's just one of those things. Take it as a rumor at this point. But allegedly, Platinum Games were using the funds that Microsoft gave them towards their other projects.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
Now, look at that. Look how shiesty
I wouldn't be too far fetched.
Now I guarantee you, if this game was coming out and the shoe was on the other foot and this was coming out for Sony, I guarantee you that game would have been out.
Well, that'd have been out in
I guarantee
2014,
you
mate,
that
if
game
it was for
would have been
Sony.
out. It's Japanese developers, bro. Notice, a lot of our games that are 720p and low as fuck is because these lazy ass Japanese developers fucked us over. And people still
Yeah.
say there's no bias in that shit.
Oh, you want to know about bias though? They just now I'll say this for a later
That's
topic, but
crazy.
I'll bring it up. But there's definitely bias there, man. I was super excited for Scalebound, just like you guys, man. It was my #1 hype game, and I actually like RPGs, like especially action ones like Final Fantasy 15. This shit looked dope, but from what I hear, the game was falling apart. Apparently, we already saw the bad frame rates, but that's to be expected with games. But apparently, the engine was just busted. And I think Kamiya just started giving up once he got mad at Phil. Because remember, he flipped out at Phil because he wasn't marketing his game 2 years before it was supposed to come out. And I think he just started giving up. I think
I
he was
mean,
just
I
fucking
think he got
around.
the money, Jay. I think he just
Yeah.
wanted that money. And that's what they wanted, that money in the pocket. They fucking over Microsoft, and I hope Microsoft sue their ass and keep the IP. Like, fuck
Yeah,
them.
man.
Like, I noticed, like, these Japanese things, man, it's all twisted, and the media act like there's no bias. And these Sony dudes act like there ain't no biasism. And even neutral dudes act like there ain't no bias. Like, come on, that's common sense. You can see
Oh,
it
man. Yo, and
on
here's
everything,
another
man.
thing, though, man. Fucking
That's fucked up,
Scalebound
bro.
is something like they've never done before, yo. These guys never did an open world game. They never did an RPG. I think they've done some online stuff. They did co-op, but not with dragons, not with flying dragons and fighting these huge ass bosses. So they should have put their entire team on this game. Yeah, they decided to split it off in 11 games that they all finished.
All right,
Just
that's a trip. As
it's
a matter
just
of fact,
bullshit.
J-Long, how big is their team?
193 people, dude.
Come on. Come on.
193 people.
It's
That's
their
not
biggest-
even
it's
that's
their
not even
biggest
close
team.
to Insomniac Games, and they had their
Yep.
full team working on Sunset
90
Overdrive
yeah,
when they was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
a
and the
trip.
coalition has 200 people, and they finished Gears in 2 years.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And they ain't do no other games. They just
Yep.
did Gears of War 4, and look at that beautiful game once it dropped.
That's
Right?
beautiful.
Because they dedicated their time and their effort and every man in their freaking team to work on this one game. Now, my take on Scalebound, dude, the game had glitches and bugs out the yin yang. All right, they already have put in $80 million into this game. Right,
Wow.
and just to fix the game, it would have went ballooned well past $100 million, yo. And this is a Japanese game, people, a JRPG. It wasn't going to sell no 5, 6, 7 million copies. We know this. It might have
Yeah.
sold maybe 2, 3 million. All right. So with a budget past 100 million, guess what? We ain't going to ever see a sequel. Know what I'm saying? Microsoft would have taken losses out the yin yang.
They
Yeah,
call it
I
the
like
Sony
it.
Bones
I
Day
like
in
it. Say one more thing.
2019.
Just
It's like Bones
expect
said earlier. It's
Yeah, go
all
ahead.
about it's a business decision, no? It was a
It is a
business decision. They had to think about it.
I
Like,
don't
damn,
blame them.
are we gonna keep dumping money into this? Or are we gonna, are we just gonna cut their funding off? Because obviously they ain't dedicating their time to it. In the span of 2 years or in the span of a couple of 3 years, they released 11 fucking games additionally? That's crazy, yo. That's
Yeah.
really freaking crazy.
And I was gonna say another thing, Kalata. I was gonna say this, guys. Phil Spencer got into here, the Xbox One, when he took over. We've been getting nothing but good fucking shit, bro. I tip my hat off to Phil Spencer. Him and the Xbox team been doing their thing. For people that hate and try to say get him fired, that's stupid.
Nah, you shouldn't say get him fired because he hasn't really done anything
I
yet,
mean,
man.
that's what I'm
Games,
saying. Like,
Gears
give
of
him a
War is
shot.
like one of the few games he did. Because games take like what, 3 years to make? And he already had the coalition. So he's building studios right now. He's doing games that we don't know yet. That games are still being developed, man. Everything
for
we've
those-
had so far is Don Matrick.
And we
Yeah,
got 15 games in development right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, can you guys still hear me? Or no?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we good.
Hey, if I may for a second, and a point that Collider pointed out. Another thing people got to remember that's like a real valid point, and Jay Long pointed that out in one of his videos. I think I put it out in mine as well. Platinum games never sell well. None of them have sold. You can go back as far as even like Beautiful Joe, with the exception maybe Resident Evil with Kamai when he's involved with that stuff. But most of their games, with the exception of Bayonetta, which was multi-plat, didn't really sell well. Bayonetta, I think, sold 2 point something million, but it was
Combined,
pure
yeah.
console. So it's funny. With that being said, it's funny how everybody all of a sudden wants to have a video and to have something to say about Scalebound, like they were interested. Yet when the game was still in the development cycle that it was going to be released, or at least people thought it was going to be released, nobody was talking about it. It was like, oh, where's Scalebound? Oh, we don't know. No, we don't know. There's nothing to talk about that, because it wasn't for Microsoft's favor. And that's what really kind of irks me, because they call themselves real Platinum Games fans, and half of them don't even know what kind of games Platinum Games have done.
Yeah.
They didn't know that Star Fox was done by Platinum Games. They didn't know that Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, or things like, Korra. They don't even know that was Platinum, and that's what really irks me the most, Thanks anyway. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, man, and now people are making videos about the game when they could have made a video promoting it when it was popular. I mean, when it was still alive.
Oh no,
They could have got way more hype.
Now I heard that why Microsoft is not complaining. When we did, I think I made a video when I was talking about doing what's that, Record. Why Microsoft ain't doing this and why that? Why you even give a fuck? I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in the game.
Right.
Exactly.
I believe in the game, so why I can't do it? So I make a show where if I'm passionate about it and I get other gamers passionate about it, where I can actually, Microsoft might say, hey, you know what, let's throw some more dollars in this. You getting the game for free? Hell no.
Yeah.
And imagine how many other games they could have funded with Scalebound.
Oh my God.
With the money Scalebound had.
Even Sea of Thieves, the 75 mil, man. That's a lot of money, man.
With Fable, right?
A lot of money. With Fable, yeah, I'm sorry.
Think about that. That's a lot of money they playing with. Whew. Think about when they bought Minecraft. Woo.
Oh, they made that money.
They got
hand over fist.
Microsoft got that money.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude.
They just bought that 3D place.
You don't hear Sony doing nothing like that. You always hear Microsoft.
Sony hasn't had a million
Microsoft is
seller.
buying shit.
Sony hasn't had a million seller in Japan since 2004.
Yes,
and recently they had a million seller, and it was Minecraft.
Yes,
so
sir.
Microsoft are basically saying, "Fuck you, pay me."
Yep.
Well, they said "fuck you, pay me" with the Uncharted sales because Havoc is on there. They own Havoc, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. True that, Eva. They're making that stupid thing.
Come E3, you'll have forgotten what Scalebound even was.
Right.
Actually, it is. They might not let it go because you know how some of these ponies is. Know what I'm saying? They all ran out their stables and shit because they all love drinking the same Kool-Aid. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're talking about it more than us, man, and we were actually gonna buy it.
Oh, mate, exactly, man. They're like, I was 100% going to spend $400 on a console for this one game.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I bought a PSP for
Shut
aging.
your mouth.
I bought a
You
PS4
know they lying.
aging,
They
bro.
ain't waste $400 to buy the PS4 Pro.
Man,
How about
I bought a PS4 for fucking indies. Fuck it.
Nah, I bought a PS4. Yo, Ghost, man, I bought a PS4 for Silent Hill, dude. Silent Hill got canceled. Ah, man.
Oh man,
Trade it in. Trade that shit in.
fuck that. I'm breaking my shit. Yeah, I want to break that.
Yeah, do what T Reaper did. Piss on that shit.
I'm good. I'm
Nah,
good.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no, I ain't fuck with PP Reaper. Yeah, that's PP Reaper.
T Reaper is a god now.
PP Reaper. I mean, man, I couldn't do that shit. I would have dragged that. I would have threw that motherfucker off of off a building and shit.
Set it on fire.
As I said,
Yo, man, one thing I do hope is if like WikiLeaks or some shit gets footage of Scalebound, so we get to see how bad it really was, just to shut people up,
I mean,
just to let them know this is how shit the game was. I wish Microsoft, I don't know if it was you, Bone, or someone just said this, that they should just release it
As a game preview.
as a game preview or just give it to some modders and see. All right, let you have fun with the assets.
Right.
And, you know, they're not gonna make money on the game anyways.
I mean, the
Put
game.
the files online, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, that game looked tough. I'm sick that it's gone, but damn, son, like that was a good one. But Phil, I know it. For all the backlash that these people was doing on Twitter to Phil and Microsoft, Alan Greenberg and them, do you really think that they not gonna fucking do their thing? Y'all making it worse on yourselves. They're gonna give us games this year, bro, and we getting the Scorpio, so you know they're gonna go all out. They just like, all right, y'all can talk that talk. You see what they did last year with that Scorpio. They blew Sony out the water. They said, "Let me hold the Shit Station Pro back."
And the whole time, they were denying it. Like, no, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't got no Project Scorpio. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah, they not playing
that coy role. You know, another point too that was true that's kind of crazy. That damn, I had the thought in my head too about the whole thing with Scalebound is I don't really necessarily think, Jay, that it was like bad, but I think what happened is that what was there was gonna take a lot longer to get it fixed 100%. Like it probably would have been
Dude, there
another
was a
two
lot of
years before
glitches.
it came out.
Yep,
Hey, he
there was a
bought. You
lot
know
of
what they did?
Hmm.
They got hit with Peter Molyneux with Fable. I'm gonna promise you all this
Oh
shit,
man. Oh
Yeah,
man.
and you only gonna get half this shit. And Phil's like, I can't bring this shit to the table.
Yeah,
I can't
Oh,
bring
man.
this to the table. Not this time. 360 time I can get away with this shit. I can't get away with this shit. You
Shit.
promised this and this and this and that. Oh hell no. No, I can get Peter
They
already
tried to
fucked
do
this
it
up.
fast.
Peter already fucked this over a
They
couple
tried
of
to Donnie
times.
Man him. Donnie Man was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Right, throw
I
it
ain't
out.
got no internet. That's why we got like the 360 for y'all. Y'all can't afford it. Basically, the short words.
And that's a shame that people. I wish
Actually,
Donnie Mac was back.
hardcore.
You want Donnie Mac for what?
I
Donnie
don't
Mac
want.
So we
ain't
Yo,
can
I
got
get
don't
a
want
nothing but
Donnie.
Halo
Donnie
Gears and
Mac ain't even
Forza.
got a job right now.
He lost it
How
against
many
that
games
game
got
again.
canceled?
No, he went to Donnie Mac went to I forgot.
Zynga.
It was
Yeah,
Zynga.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't there no more. They fired his
I
ass.
think Zynga shut down, didn't it? Or no?
They fired
Yeah,
his
yeah. Some
ass.
shit like that.
He said,
Yeah,
"Yo,
man.
you got Microsoft in the foot, you dummy."
He
Yeah.
went
Get
from
out of
Halo Gears of Forza to Farmville, man.
Yeah, basically.
Play for.
Dude is tripping.
Yep.
But that's that little casual game. We'll play that.
Yeah, man.
I
Should we
like
move
I
on?
like his attitude as far as not like being straight up forward and not taking shit, but
Yeah.
you got to
He
you
was
got
good
to
at
be more
marketing.
clever when it comes to the position he was in. You know what I mean?
I
He
say he
did
was
his
better at
thing.
marketing, man, though.
He did good.
But see, a lot of our shit is none of our business.
Right, right.
A lot of shit ain't none of our business. We wouldn't understand if they would. Like I said, I could break down like, hey, you know what, this teraflop to this T flop to this and that. You know, you got to use this transition to that. You'd be like, I'm speaking Spanish, Jamaican, and Filipino. You don't understand it. The normal person would understand it. I can understand it, but I get a headache for me understanding. Like, are y'all serious?
Good point.
Damn, I need to read that in a book. Where'd you get that concept from? Because that don't work.
Right,
Right.
right.
But no one gets that because I'm just a computer guy. But nobody don't. You gotta understand. People don't want. People want to. If when I talk to my customers, and I start talking that motherfucking IT talk, they're like, man, you lost me when you said hi.
Man, no doubt, no doubt. Now going back though, as far as the Scorpio, when they revealed it last year, it was a trip because Sony was basically rattled all the way down to their bone, right? Because this was 6 teraflops of freaking gaming power with 320 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, dude. Can you imagine the shit that they could do with that? That's some crazy shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Sony was just petted. They was like, oh shit. Now you wonder why everybody held off on buying the Pro.
Plus,
Because a
it's
lot of
supposed to be
people made
12
their
gigs of
decisions.
dedicated RAM.
Yeah.
Chill, a lot of people made their decisions that they're gonna get the Scorpio when it comes out this fall. That's what it was.
You heard,
People
Collider?
was holding on.
The same people that same people that's gonna flop. It's gonna be the same ones that's gonna say, "Man, I gotta give me the Scorpio. That's day one." Man, you gonna forget the PlayStation Pro. I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm gonna get the Project Scorpio right here. I'm gonna get it right here because man,
Now-
the PlayStation Scorpio ain't doing nothing for me right now. I want the Scorpio. I want that game. I want Rise too. That's how they're gonna be. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. As a matter of fact, might as well get them a feather duster at the same time so they could dust all the dust off that bitch. Because that shit's gonna be collecting dust like a
Yeah, you
motherfucker.
got me fucking dying, bro.
I'm
I'm
telling
just
you,
saying, yo.
E3, I'm telling you,
guys.
that we're gonna have it perfect. The Scorpio gonna blow everything out the water. It's gonna be perfect. You heard me?
Hell yeah. Hell
Yo,
yeah.
guys, the only one thing that I see wrong that can happen, and I had said this when Iron Wolf was in parties with us. I had said this a couple of podcasts back, and I think the same fate that they had when the original OG Xbox came out with more power than the PlayStation 2,
Right.
it's going to happen all over again. Meaning that, in the sense that the PlayStation Pro and the Xbox Scorpio is going to be more powerful than the Xbox Scorpio is going to be more powerful than the Pro. But these Japanese developers that's giving us 720p games are not going to go all out on the Pro. They're going to make it par with the PlayStation 4 Pro, and the media is going to eat that up. A lot of these developers, Microsoft is going to have to leave it up to them. But the ones that don't really like Microsoft are not going to utilize the power and the strength of the Pro. I mean, the Scorpio.
Scorpio.
They're gonna try to downplay it, take that down. They're gonna try to make it look like, oh, upscaling is better now all of a something, or checkerboarding. You know what I mean?
Or not
Like,
better,
okay,
but
it's
just
better.
acceptable.
Yeah, acceptable. Like it's
What they're gonna say, is that the pixel count, since they're higher, you know, the resolution counts are higher, that you can't really tell the way you would tell with 900 with 1080, which is also bullshit.
I have often wondered that though, with regards to third-party developers, because like already with the PlayStation Pro and the Xbox One S, both HDR ready. Bear in mind, Xbox announced HDR before PS4 Pro as well, and the difference in the list of HDR ready games available, there's like 40, 50 plus on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and there's probably, in counting after Aaron Greenberg's update a few weeks back, there's probably like 12 available on the Xbox
That's bullshit,
One S.
man.
And
That shows you the bias right there, Drew.
no, exactly. But I'm just wondering, like this Scorpio. Okay, granted, Phil Spencer is going to shut up a lot of people about the whole power argument, but how many of these third-party developers are actually going to utilize
it?
4K 60?
Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say all along.
But look at Red Dead Redemption 2.
Watch.
Like, I'd love to see that in 4K 60, but that's highly unlikely, especially with them having the deal with Sony.
True that.
I heard it's gonna be a patch later on, just like what's that, Mass Effect Andromeda? It's ready for the Pro. I heard because the dev kits came out a little bit later and they couldn't do it, but I heard it's gonna be a patch out for the Scorpio. So then, but we know you fucking with 4K, you fucking with that fake ass 4K. You know, that squat me 4K.
That 4K.
I think all of it's gonna depend on how well Scorpio sells right after launch.
No, because what happened with the 360? It's what's easy to develop for. You got you know what I'm saying, UWP. UWP knows if it's a cell phone, this is a regular Xbox, this is an Xbox One S, and it's a Scorpio. You only have to make one code. You know, it already understands that. And when developers realize that, when they go and sit there and say, "Oh, I can make one code, and I just throw this code that Microsoft gives me, and it knows to go up to DirectX 12 to DirectX 11, DirectX 10," it's a winner. They're gonna code for the Xbox, just like the 360. They code for the 360 and they ported that shit over to the PlayStation 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. No, basically these developers should just with any luck, especially first party, but hopefully third party as well, like your Red Dead Redemption, your Mass Effects, you know, anything really. They should just utilize every fucking inch of the 4K 60 power the Scorpio will have to offer. And then over on the Xbox side with the UWP, it'll automatically downscale to match whatever hardware you're limited to. And then when it comes to the Pro, these third-party developers should just port it over, so then it's hitting max settings over there on the Pro, like it's whatever max settings they've got. I know they use checkerboard rendering 4K, that's about as best as they can do. But it's a winner for everyone. Everyone's getting the best out of their box.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Remember, Microsoft took heat on a damn commercial. Everybody's shooting at them. Oh, they force advertising with the games and all of this, right? But why is nobody taking shots at them force advertising a 4K true console? Because that's not on the box. It says 4K, but it's not a 4K.
It says on the box it says 4K.
That's forced advertising.
It says 4K enhancements. Doesn't say 4K native.
Well, remember, this is Sony, man. They're the ones that advertise Gran Turismo with a picture from Forza.
Yeah.
All right? This is Sony we're talking about,
They spinning Microsoft game and style of swags, man, and all of
Yeah, man. They use Sea of Thieves on their channel. They put Sea of Thieves and Zelda on their channel.
Yes, that's another thing they just did recently. You're right. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
You know what's fucked
Basically,
up, man?
checkerboarding on the PS Pro. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut nobody off. Basically, what that is upscaling. That's what it is. It's what the S does right now.
Yeah,
basically.
But you know what's funny though, man? You got people, the PC dudes, they're freaking out right now. They're saying that how's the Scorpio gonna utilize power when it has to be on the original Xbox One? How's your PC fucking utilizing the power, stupid? Those games on the Xbox One?
It's going to be fully backwards and forwards compatible. That's the whole point of the UWP.
And seeing that most of them run 720.
Exactly, sir.
All right, that's true. Yo, anybody else got anything to say on Scalebound before we move on?
Andrew House doesn't have the answers. Andrew House does not have the answers.
Oh man.
Yo, for all your Sony
Rest in
gamers
peace,
out there,
Scalebound. We'll definitely miss you.
the Xbox is the best box. You can't handle the truth. Let's face the
Exactly,
facts, man.
dude. Now, another thing that's been popping off recently, and it caused a ruckus online, I mean, through all the media channels, know what I'm saying, was the Nintendo Switch.
Oh
All
man.
right. So everybody's going to be supposed to be switching in a couple of months, all right, to the Nintendo Switch. And the odd thing about it that I find, most third parties, or at least Western developers, aren't really supporting it. So you got the Japanese developers coming out the woodwork in order to support this console, man. Basically, every game that was on PS4 is coming now to the Nintendo Switch. How about them apples, yo? Let's start off with you, Kano. What are your thoughts on this?
On what, the Switch?
Yep.
Wow.
I have no comments on it. No, I take it back. I do got a comment on the Switch. The Nintendo Switch as the whole, I think it's unique, but it ain't that unique because the idea is not that original. Gaming wise, they look like they don't have the worst launch in gaming history.
Yeah.
I don't like that milk and the cow bullcrap game because it look gay as hell.
Yo, it's the 1-2 switch, bro. It's the 1-2 switch.
Or want to switch, need to switch back to reality because I look gay as hell. But,
Oh man.
what else? Legend of Zelda was cool. That Super Mario Odyssey was cool. Other than that, though, I ain't find nothing else impressive about it. The online, you got to use a phone app to talk online. That don't make no sense, man. Why would I want to do that? I'm staying with Xbox on this one, man. But I'll be able to play. I'll have access to play the game. But I'm sticking with the Xbox. I'm good, bro. Yeah.
All right. Good shit. All right, yo, J-Long, what are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch?
I love Nintendo's games, but I hate their fucking consoles, yo. The console looks like an interesting piece of tech, man, but it just doesn't launch with enough games, dog. Zelda and 1-2 Switch don't cut it. And I could get Zelda on my Wii U, you know? Nintendo only makes games. That's all they do. Yet they can't get 3 launch games out. Like Sony at least got 2. I don't even count 1-2 Switch as a game.
Hallelujah.
And fucking Microsoft, we know how good of a launch the Xbox One had, you know? As a launch, it's trash. And like Ken was saying, the app, it's just the network is definitely not up to par. There's no achievement system. I bought virtual console games. I got Sin and Punishment on my Wii U. That won't carry over to my Switch. My digital games won't carry over. 32 gigabytes. Jesus Christ, Killer Instinct is bigger than the Switch's hard drive.
Yeah.
It's got a nice screen. I actually like the idea of having a controller split up, but just the pricing of it is just the library is not that good. But I do like that it's still in the Japanese handouts. It just shows the bias that they have, like the arcade archives that Hebot's a big fan of. A shitload of arcade titles from Japan are on the PS4 and have been forever. And now that the Switch get announced, they're multi-plat all of a sudden.
Not to mention they were an Xbox before and they took them out to put them there. Just saying.
Yeah, like there wasn't another console on the market for 3 years that they couldn't have put these arcade games on. Like, are you kidding me?
No doubt.
But yeah,
Reggie
man.
doesn't have the
There's
answers.
no bias there. They're gonna look at you like
Yeah,
this.
this-
That guy J-Long is crazy, man. He's crazy.
We may not buy JRPGs, man, but we buy Double Dragon and shit like that.
Yeah.
Weird shit like
Now
that.
you think about a classic. That's bad.
Those are the good Japanese games. When we say weirdo games, we're talking about the shit with the schoolgirls with the squirting water guns and the get dudes and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Ultra Street Fighter 2. I forgot to mention Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Oh my god, that's the same Street Fighter we had on 360.
Yeah,
I
so
know, man.
you don't have the answers, Reggie. Get it right.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
Reggie has a say in anything, man. He's just there smiling, looking like Donkey Kong, while fucking while Miyamoto and those dudes are making the decisions in Japan, man. They just don't care about. This is gonna dominate Japan, though. Speaking of Japan, it will dominate Japan. I think it's gonna take Sony's place because it's handheld and it's got all the jab games on it. I mean, jab crap. So, you know.
It's all good, Dave. It's all good.
Racist.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's all good though. But obviously, a lot of people have their opinions on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable. Ghost, I know you had a couple of things to say about the Switch, man. What's your take
Hey, man,
on this
look.
shit, Ghost?
I was gonna tell you like this, guys. I was gonna buy me and my wife one so we can hang out and chill, but I wanted to have that so I could, go outside, play, come home, You know, it looked dope. I ain't gonna lie. Like Jay said, the tech is fire. I can't lie. It got me hype. I was gonna buy two of them. But then I, started to watch the show by myself. Then I told my wife, a little later on, maybe tonight before we go to bed, or tomorrow we check it out together and watch the whole show. But when I was watching it in the beginning, this big-headed Japanese dude or whatever, they was doing something. I know I was watching somebody's channel or something, or they was live streaming or whatever. But long story short, the dude was like, "We gotta pay to fucking party chat and all that and do all that stuff." That's crazy. We getting this on Xbox and PlayStation 4 for free. Why should you pay for it or some shit like that? We gotta pay for certain things. And then what y'all was telling me more and more, it made me think like I don't even want to probably get it. Cause y'all saying it costs a lot, like some other stuff. You was telling me off air about
the
that.
Joy-Cons and all that.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah, it has more pros.
honest.
It has more cons than pros.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and so that's probably not going to be a purchase for me. I don't know. I got to check it out with my wife, see what's up. But if it's going to cost too much like that, then I ain't going to waste my time with that because it ain't popping off like Xbox and PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you as far as that, definitely. But once again, everybody got their opinions on the Switch. Now I want to hear 100. What you got to say about all this, man?
Oh, about this motherfucking Switch, man. I'm gonna put it this way. I like the concept, even though the motherfucker's stolen. I was one of the first motherfuckers that came out and said the shit was stolen. It's a motherfucking shit called Morpheus that use Android tablets, and they have the same Joy-Cons and everything, and it's for the same price, $300. But my thing is, it's 2017, you want me to spend $300 and I can't get a fucking 1080p screen?
Oh man.
The fuck out of here, man. And then when I put the fuck into the deck, it still ain't running 1080p. Get the fuck out of here. 2017.
Oh, shit.
But I'm a hater, though. But I'm a hater, though. Now, like I said to y'all, I have a 10-year-old son. And you know what I'm saying? And you can say my little cousin is my son also. If I leave them motherfuckers with some Joy-Cons, the motherfuckers gonna get mixed up, broke, or whatever. I'm not spending no fucking they just gonna be asked the fuck out. And then you want to spend another 70 for a Pro controller? Get the fuck out of here, dog. Man, the fuck you think I live on Pluto or something? And then you got these fucking weirdos, I'm gonna call them weirdos, when you pay $150 for a Elite controller. It's an option, motherfucker. That's not an option. Because I don't want to play with no fucking Joy-Cons. I can't play Street Fighter with no Joy-Cons. It don't got no directional pad on it. You want me to play with I don't know, nobody play a fucking fighting game with analog sticks.
Plus the Elite is an extra filling controller. We have
and then you gonna sell me, oh yeah, hypocrite. Man, hypocrite these nuts when I give them to your moms in the morning. That's bullshit. I don't understand this shit. I really don't understand it. Like, y'all wanna call us hypocrites for disrespect. Think about it, we're just saying our opinion about it. I like Zelda. First, Zelda is actually intriguing to me. Finally, fucking Link is talking to Zelda. You know we gonna fuck tonight. When I say your ass, Ganon is not gonna get you tonight. No more. You don't have to get no more anal. No more anal. No more anal.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm gonna hit you in the pot. You know they actually have it dialogue. Well, you got Mario.
Finally, yeah.
You got Mario Odyssey that looks like it's ripped off from a fucking Sega game. Somebody send me that shit.
Yeah.
And he's rolling like Sonic. Well, the hat is interactive. Motherfucking my fucking guns is interactive. Oh, Halo, what the fuck that got to do with it? This shit ain't rocket science. Now, like I say, it's a good concept. I want to buy it for a console so I can get Fat Gamer, Zaire, and all that. So I can beat their ass. I can beat their ass on Smash Brothers while I'm talking to y'all on Xbox Live, just laying back. I just hit this motherfucker with a 24 hit combo. His non-fighting ass. He need his teeth fixed. See, that's what I want to do. You know, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be my primary. I don't even know why I'm putting the motherfucker in the dock. If the dock can charge the shit, that's all I'm gonna put it in the dock for. But my thing is, look at technology these days. Can your phone cast to your Xbox? Can your phone cast to your PlayStation? Can your actually do TV. If you have a Google phone and it got Google on it, can it cast to the TV? Why Nintendo didn't do no shit like that? And then you want to pay for it. You got to buy you got to pay for an Ethernet port. Get the fuck out of here. It's fucking 2017. I got to pay for an Ethernet port.
To me, it seems like their money is real low when they ask for all these accessories.
No, it ain't low. No, it ain't a low. It's a con. No, this is what con artists do. It's the con game. It's the con game. And then you're going to have the angry. Let motherfucking Joy-Con start going on. You're going to have a bunch of YouTubers. Fuck this shit. And they talking about, oh yeah, it has a sensor for Amiibos. Don't the motherfuckers don't need to come off the package? Ain't that a collector's item?
They got Happy Meals, man.
Ain't that a collector's item? If man, you fucking up your Amiibos, you fucking up the game on your value and shit. That's like I pull out a minted coin. Oh, the Xbox can read it. Let me put it over the analog stick. You done lost. I want Microsoft to say you done lost because you a dumb, you a punk. You done lost while you take it out. Talking about it has all this NFC and all that. Ain't no, but think about this. When you're on the road, who has internet on the road? I have it through my phone. You know what I'm saying? I can hotspot my phone. I'm not hotspotting my phone for no fucking playing no motherfucking Mario. And look at your game lineup coming out.
Trash.
You know what I'm saying? You got Zelda, but then everything else you talk, motherfuckers is talking about milking a cow. I swear to God, why you need to read lock that shit? I don't want to play that shit. And you got, man, I saw a man and a wife looking at each other. Hey, baby, I'm milking the cow. Remember? Hang on, what about the motion sensor shit? We all know Microsoft had the better motions with the Kinect. Oh, motion sensor ain't nothing.
They got
it's
arms,
okay. Though. It's okay to play arms. Nigga, this ain't, man. They ain't nothing but motherfucking, man. You could have made Mike Tyson punch out again and use the shit a bit better. You was talking about I can throw a hook. You know what I'm saying? And think about it. I don't like this motherfucker with Jeff Backlor. You kept it 100 for the first time. I don't know. I put pressure because they ain't had your ass on CNET since I made a video about your ignorant ass. But you came on and you was like, he came on. And was like, it ain't the ultimate. It's not the ultimate experience. And I'm like, finally, I know you still owned by Sony. Sony still own your ass, but it's just crazy how you get it. Now you got the IGN motherfuckers think it's the best thing sliced bread. You're not getting a free system. Sony giving it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Sony gonna give it to you. So you get the shit from Sony. You ain't getting it from Nintendo. But the concept is cool. I like the style of it. I'm not playing no NBA 2K with no motherfucking Joy-Cons. And then when you're talking about why you gonna split screen a 6-inch screen? Come on. I got a 46-inch TV. When I see the kids split screen, I'm like, why y'all split screen? Take your ass to the living room. That shit irritates me. Like it's an Xbox in the living room. Look it up. It irritates me. I'm on a split screen. And then when you split screen, you don't have the full performance of it. So they dumbing down the games.
Yeah.
You dumbing down the games for that shit? I'm glad Gearbox said ain't no Borderlands 3 coming on that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Making my hand go right back in my pocket.
Gearbox said, hell no to the hell no.
You all know what's funny though, man? Yoshida was at the Switch conference. I mean, he was at the Switch event in Tokyo taking pictures. Yo, Sony's getting ready to steal ideas.
Yo, you know they is, man. You know they is. That's how they get down.
Yeah, that's a good one, son.
No joke. There's pictures of Yoshida taking pictures at the Switch event.
PS5, the new portable for the next generation.
They're getting ready to steal some shit.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work in their favor.
Don't get me started on this PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Here we go. PlayStation VR. It ain't worth shit. I don't even know why I pay for this shit.
What do you think, BJ, about the Switch?
Yeah,
Hello?
exactly.
So
what's your input on the Switch?
Well, mate, Mr. 100, where have you been all my life, man? You're funny as fuck. My thoughts on the Switch. I think it's an interesting concept, but I just gotta say it as I see it. Nintendo are just fucking themselves over constantly. I don't know why they can't just do what everyone keeps asking, and that's just a simple machine with a controller with the specs that are up to date. Like, come on now, it's not a lot to ask. With a simple interface, infrastructure with a nice like Xbox Live, PlayStation Network kind of thing going on, where you have a gamer tag and you can party up with friends. What's this I'm hearing about you having to download and pay for an app on your phone if you want to talk to your friends online?
That's crazy.
Hey, if you guys don't want to pay for it on Android, it's called AP. Type in the app and put APK. That's a development copy, and you get all the updates and every damn thing. Get it for free. I ain't giving them motherfuckers shit.
I'll give
Might as well use
to,
Skype at that point.
To the Mario looks cool.
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
looks real fucking cool. That just reminded me of the Mario 64 game from back in the day. But
Same creator.
oh, well, there you go. Makes sense. And that Zelda game looks pretty dope. But end of the day, I think, honest to God, I don't think it's worth the purchase. I think if anyone out there wants to invest in like these games, they should just get a Wii U. I'm assuming all of them are on the Wii U. At least that's what I've heard.
Well, Zelda is.
Oh, just Zelda.
Zelda is.
the
They
Mario
got a
Kart remaster.
They got a shitload of Xbox and PlayStation 3 arcade ports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the best news from this, though, the best possible news from the Switch's reveal, though, and it's not really related to the console. Well, it is, but it's the fact that all these PlayStation 4 extremists who forever copy and paste off Wikipedia their fucking long ass list of simulators and indies and bloody games that don't even belong to their first party, it's got nothing to do with Sony, really. They're just third-party handouts, like J-Long keeps saying. And there's no loyalty to Sony. There's no loyalty whatsoever. It's just the Japanese loyalty in the market, and they're handing it all over to Nintendo anyway. So I just want to see the look on these bloody ponies' faces while they cry in their grandmother's basements about all of this.
Oh, man. That's another story. They're going to deny it.
All their exclusives are gone. Like, what do they have left?
They say we don't have any exclusives.
All they have is 2 AAA exclusives this year. They're always saying how Xbox has nothing, but we've got 6 AAA budget exclusives that we know of. They have Horizon Zero Dawn and Gran Turismo. Like,
that's not Gran Turismo. It's what they call it, sport. It's a sport. It's gonna have 24 cars, and then they're gonna fuck around and make you pay for the next 48 cars.
There's a DLC package for Rain, I heard.
Oh, Rain.
Oh, yeah,
Who
just
wanna
like
do
Big Club, right?
Not crazy.
You have to pay $60 to have the weather, the rain.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I know it ain't.
Nah, I think he's bullshit. I think he's bullshit.
Man, trust me, that game do not. I'll put it this way: Forza fucked them over when they made Forza.
I think Mario Kart fucked them over, yo.
Yeah, Mario Kart, man. Forza. I mean, I'll put it this way: Gran Turismo. I remember the first time I ever played it was my boy. He made me buy a PlayStation. He was like, "Hey, I'll buy your shit." I said, "Oh, my bro, with your brother gonna mod it for what? $25?" So he'll charge you $5 per game. I played Gran Turismo, and I was like, I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. Gran Turismo ain't been shit since.
Just to clarify, I was joking about the DLC with the rain, but no, man. End of the day, I wouldn't even say that Forza's better. Like no pony will hear it. End of the day, it doesn't have a Sony sticker on it.
Right. Fucking one thing about the Switch though, man, I don't like that they're doing remaster ports like Sony. They just straight up charge you $60 for the same game you bought last gen. They're pulling the Sony right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I said that in a podcast and the motherfucker defended this shit. I said, you gonna
Mario
see
Kart looks the same. And they just added 4 new characters that play the same as every other character. Like, come on.
Splatoon. They said Splatoon 2. That's 1.5.
That looked just. I thought that was a remaster, yo. Everyone thought that was Splatoon 1 remaster.
No,
that game
you say it's Sport 2.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, I really thought that was a shit of remaster all the way through. But
And for y'all motherfuckers saying that shit better than Halo, go do me a favor. You ain't gotta get on. You ain't gotta get on your. You don't gotta go get on the tallest roof in your city. Just get on your roof right now and give a fuck if you live in a cave or something. You know what? And just go head first and break your motherfucking neck. That's what I want you to do.
Jesus
Hell
Christ.
yeah, no doubt, man. But everybody has their opinion on this, right? As far as the Switch, I don't think we've heard from you, Hebot. What's up?
the Switch ain't shit.
Well, after all those fantastic thoughts and standing ovations over there, it's hard to kind of pick up after that. But listen, let me try to be sensible about this. The Switch is basically, it has the uniqueness and definitely the spirit of Nintendo. Okay, now the problem is the execution. The execution is completely wrong. It doesn't have the respect of the Nintendo fans, or at least what the Nintendo fans deserve. The console, is overpriced, if you ask me, because it doesn't bring enough to warrant the price. It doesn't even come with a game. You have to charge the console separately, and while it's charging, you can't play it, just like you did on the Wii. They eliminated that with the Wii U, and now they brought it back. So it's like it's going backwards instead of forwards. Then, the most important controllers they have that come with it are the Joy-Cons you have to buy. Obviously, the chargers for those Joy-Cons individually, they're separately sold. The games that are out for the launch are either games that were already out existing that are just like maybe touched up a little bit with either better resolution or a little bit of added content, but are being sold at $50 and $60. For a person like me, I invested in the Wii U, and I paid $350 for it when it came out. And I got all the games that I thought were worthy of getting, with maybe the exception of one or two. It doesn't really give me the incentive of me to go out and buy it, because I still can play my Wii 1 games on the Wii U. I also transferred over all my Wii Digital Shop games that I bought on the Wii U, so I can play those as well, which you can also do on the Switch. And then they didn't, and plus Zelda is coming on the same day and date as the Wii U version. So I just can get the Wii U version and play it, and then, not have to really worry about it, because the only difference is 900p in resolution, and the one on Wii U is 720. So again, it has the spirit and it has the uniqueness of Nintendo. But I think this move for them was really because they wanted to capitalize on the success that they already have, or the upper hand, if you will, on the PlayStation 4 in Japan. Because the Wii U, if you guys know, outsold the PS4 in Japan. And for those of you that may not think so, yes, it is. You can look it up. Yes, it did. Mm-hmm. So I think they're trying to capitalize that success by making this more appealing to the Japanese teenagers in society and market. So when they bring it out, they'll definitely, go out in droves and pick it up, so that they can win at least that market, since they are not going to win America, obviously, and they're definitely not going to win the UK for a lot of reasons, And I just think the console's too anti-consumer. Having controllers being sold separately, chargers being sold separately, having to buy it, like Mr. 100 said, separate Ethernet ports to have proper online, having to have a compatible phone that actually supports the app to do online chatting, and also you have to buy the app, and then on top of it, you have to pay for the service.
Digital games.
Yeah, you have to rebuy the digital game.
Oh, we forgot to say the virtual console stuff. Can you explain that, Hiba?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The virtual console stuff, you can't even transfer it over. I transferred mine over with the Wii U.
No, that you only get to rent virtual console games.
Oh, yes. You get it for a month. Basically, like a glorified rental. And then after that month, it expires, and then you got to pay for the game in full. And an example with Street Fighter, I believe it's going to be a $50 game, when on Xbox Live, it's like a $10 or $15 game.
It was 20 or 15 when it came out.
Yeah. It's expensive. The only reason I knew that was because Maximilian did a whole video on it, saying that if it was depending on the price, he would repurchase it, but he was upset about it. It's just an anti-consumer console. It really is. And to be honest, even though other people have been saying this, like this guy Porter Rock. I don't know if you guys know him. I don't really
Peter Rock.
Right. I don't really talk to him, but Porter Rock did point out something, and so I'm gonna give him a shout out, because he's right. They should have marketed this console more like a portable and not a console, because it does feel like a portable instead of a console. That is true. Yeah. I agree. And I think that's what's making it more confusing, the messaging for the fans.
That's going to sell. That console, which is going to sell regardless. Even though everybody's saying, we all gave our honest opinion on it,
I haven't given my opinion yet. I haven't given
I hang on. I put this
no.
way. I don't think it's gonna sell. They got the 2 million. They got the 2 million up. They're gonna. They doing this like they did that fucking NSN Mini. They're gonna motherfucking lower the market down, and then what's gonna fuck them while doing that? When people really get their hands on it, and it's like they don't like it.
Right.
It might bite their asses. They might bite their asses in the ass when they do it.
Right.
Instead
But
of just sitting there.
they also got to play the waiting game, 100. Remember, because Mario looks great. Mario looks great. Mario Odyssey looks awesome. It looks fresh. It looks like old school Mario, you know, and people are gonna like it. They're gonna flock to it, especially the kids.
But
the
kid,
problem is,
what real kid that you know? What real kid you know? They're star of the show when it comes out. What real kid plays fucking Zelda?
I know, but
Yeah, Zelda ain't really for kids.
That's
I
not.
know, Zelda
You
not
need to
for
had
Mario.
Mario. If it was Mario out,
right,
kids know about Mario.
It'd be different.
They should have
right?
had Mario, Splatoon, and fucking Zelda out day one, man.
Right. But
And then it
that's
would've-
the
it
thing.
would've
That you
sold
gotta
out.
wait until. I'm sorry, 100. You gotta wait until the holidays. And the holidays, all the
You'll
focus
get
is
murdered.
is
You'll
gonna
get
be-
murdered on the
it's gonna be
holidays.
Focus on Scorpio and whatever games may be out that people are paying attention to that we don't know of. So
Hang
it's
on,
gonna
what-
be a big bridge to cross over. You know
Hang
what I
on.
mean?
What you just say? You buy the shit, you don't even get a game.
Yes.
You don't
Get a
get
game.
combo 1-2 switch, yo.
Any other console you get a game, or you get sometimes you get a bundle or something.
They should at least bundle
Nintendo-
fucking cow milking, bro. They should at
Man,
least
that
bundle
Because I
1-2
can
switch.
get Zelda now
should have
and
a
wait
bundle.
until the holidays to pick it up if I want to, and I'm not missing
That's what
out.
I'm gonna do. Yeah,
You don't miss out on anything.
I'm gonna be
And
getting
I
Zelda
think
on
they
the
gonna
Wii U,
have to
yeah.
bundle. They gonna have to bundle for the holidays
Yes.
because you completing
They're gonna have
with
to
that.
bundle the Mario.
So I saw people. I was on next gen. He was like, "Man, you gonna get it? I'm gonna buy like 2 of them, but the motherfuckers going on eBay. I'm not opening them motherfuckers at all. If I get my hands on 2 of them, I'm gonna sell them motherfuckers the highest price. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna chill. Cause it's not a necessity. It's not like a necessity in game. It's not a. I want to play Breath of the Wild, but look what Nintendo has done. They just dropped the fucking Wii U to 250.
Yep.
They just did it.
Yep.
And I don't think that motherfucker's worth 250.
No. Well, look at. I mean,
They got that shit for 300. No lie.
yeah, me
Got
too.
like 10
Still,
games.
I mean, I bought it for 350, and I've only got like maybe 9 games that are like worthy, you know, to play. All the other stuff is like filler stuff, or like the only thing I don't got is the Mario Kart and the
you need
Super
that Mario
Mario
Kart.
Brothers. You know, and the Super Mario.
That's a trip. I'm gonna give my feedback on all this though, man. Nintendo, they're kind of smart to a certain degree. The Japanese market, they've been in mobile gaming for a minute. This shit is mobile. You know what I'm saying? You could take it wherever with you. You know what I'm saying? Play that shit on the train. You know, play that shit walking down the street. The only thing that sucks about it, the battery life. It's only 3 to 5 hours, man. You ain't gonna be gaming that much. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna need to charge that bitch right back the fuck up once you get to the place you're going.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, it's kind of sad, but
you can't
know,
play
they-
while it's charging. Collider, sorry, you can't play while.
No doubt. That's what I'm saying. You're
Portably.
gonna need to charge it up once you get to your destination because you can't be able to play it. Now it's a trip though. They did analyze the market, but the way I see it, even Forbes put out an article on this shit. Basically, Nintendo's hurting for money. All right, seems like a quick turnaround. All right, in order for them to gain more money. And it's a shame though because they are coming out half-assed. The online ain't even going to be out until the fall. All right, and once they do get the online, they're going to get that 1 free game a month, and it's not even a brand new game. It's an old ass game, like a Nintendo game or a Super NES game. It's not even something from the Wii. And what happened with the Wii U? Everybody said PU once that shit came out because nobody wanted that shit. All right, sales fucking are proof. The proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? People ain't even want that shit. And not saying they didn't have some games I wanted. Bayonetta 2 looked awesome. You know what I'm saying? But Nintendo wanted to cover her ass up. Why? Why the fuck you want to cover her ass up? You seen the original game? She uses her damn hair in order to fucking beat the shit out of people. Good shit, they never covered her ass up. And that's probably the only platinum game that's came out good, in the last 3 years? Because all the shit that they've been dropping, they've been mediocre at best, man. I mean, I like Korra, I like Transformers. But I hated fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. I wanted my fucking money back. That shit fucking got me.
Yeah,
up
it was
the
a
wrong way.
ripoff.
It was
Yeah.
rushed. It was
Man.
rushed. It was
That
rushed.
shit was garbage, man. It was straight up doo-doo,
That
caca.
was rushed.
All
That's
right? I wasn't even having that shit, man. And I mean, seriously, these dudes was just bugging out. But you know, they're trying to make that turnaround. They're trying to make that quick buck, and all the Nintendo diehards are jumping right on the bandwagon, quick as hell. Oh yeah, we want the Wii. We want the Wii. Oh, I mean the Switch. We want to switch over. That's why they came up with the name Switch. You know what I'm saying? To give the Nintendo heads like, all right, switch over to this, and we're gonna give you the good shit. But guess what? Super Mario Odyssey, the resolution looks off like a motherfucker, man. That shit don't look high def to me.
On the
You know what I'm saying?
on the dock is 720. They said that off the dock they don't even know yet what resolution is gonna be. I'm sorry, Khalid. I just wanted to tell you that.
Nah, it's all good though, man. I feel you. You know, and the resolution on that don't look all that. Super Mario Kart, they're not even adding new tracks. It's just a remastered edition. All they did was add new characters. So they're saying, all right, you know, you can't transfer your game over because we're gonna sell you this motherfucker again. All right, so y'all can pay us the money again. I mean, come on, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mario Kart is fun, but that shit ain't no Forza. All right, hands down, that shit ain't no Forza. It's not even a Gran Turismo. Let's just say this is.
It ain't even a Sonic All-Star Racing, and that's backwards compatible on Xbox
yes.
right now.
Oh yes, Sonic All-Star Racing is the shit, isn't it? I can't front on that.
That's
shit.
where they got the idea from.
Nah, no doubt. But oh well, man. I mean, I'm hoping Nintendo still tries to make some money, but they did. I think Reggie Fils-Aime came out recently saying this is their last console. All right, so after this one, they ain't gonna do another one. So they're probably gonna go multi-plat, and if they do go multi-plat, they're gonna make bank. All right, they're gonna make bank because everybody's gonna buy this shit.
Before we switch subject, I think they should just keep making DSs and handhelds and make the console games on Xbox and PlayStation.
Exactly, dude.
Well, didn't the mobile game
That'd be a hit.
sold well for them? The Mario Run.
That shit sold like 90 million.
Wow.
90 million copies, yo.
Wow.
Pokemon is still selling 14 million a piece.
Wow.
Pokemon is mean. They
Yeah, man.
need money.
Hey, I was out in Vegas. And one of they news channels was like, hey, if you see anybody picking Pokemon Go, please call 311 if they're doing something ignorant. I'm like, are you serious?
Wow.
That was on the screen.
Right.
Like, it was news screen. You know how you got the news little thing ticking?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you motherfuckers just, no, man, I ain't playing on Pokemon Go.
People looking on their phone, not watching where they're going or driving, and boom, accidents happen.
Or trying to jump other people when they go to certain spots.
Yep, cause they looking down.
As a matter of fact, NYPD use fucking Pokemon Go. They fucking put Red Pokemon at the fucking police station. And you had some dumbass motherfuckers that had warrants coming by the police station playing Pokemon. Cops was just arrested dudes left and right like dumb motherfuckers, yo.
Are you walking right in here? Okay, put your hands behind your back.
You have to write your main side. You're a dumb motherfucker. I wasn't even looking for you.
Put the phone down. There is no Charizard. It was just a setup. Now turn around, sir. Are you resisting? Okay. Excuse me, Bob. I'm about to shove this nice stick up his ass.
Word up, man. Yo, before we move on though to the next subject, anybody got anything else to say on the Switch?
I won't be getting it.
All right.
I'm gonna get it when there's 10 games, man.
When it's
Nintendo got
when
to do better.
Is that a day one buy?
Is
Hell
it day
no.
one buy for me? Nah, dude. Nah, I'll get a
Buy on
PS4
sale.
before I ever get a Switch.
That's
Give
a
me
buy
a
on
game
sale,
with
bro.
that motherfucker. You better give me a game with that shit.
That's what
Buy
I'm
on
saying,
sale?
man.
Better be a bundle.
A bundle? UK?
Better be a bundle.
Okay.
I don't want to play no shit off the rip. There's no game to play on it.
So basically, that shit is staying in the store for everybody here.
Yeah,
Not
dude.
until
As a matter
next
of fact-
year, man. Next
Matter of
year.
fact, that launch lineup looks anemic. Anemic
Wow.
at best, yo.
Yeah.
I mean,
One
dude,
game,
I've
bro.
never seen a launch
5
lineup
games.
in history,
Wow.
dude. And the games that they're offering, maybe like 1 or 2 of them is good. The rest is just trash.
But I'm saying, it still
One
was better
second,
than
though.
that PC shit, though, right?
Oh,
they show,
yeah.
They show that PC thing. you see,
But, yo, man.
Boogie in there, shit.
Last time I checked, man, I think Bomberman was $60.
Yeah.
They're charging $60
Yeah, that's
for Bomberman.
retarded, yo.
That one. It's
An
2
indie
players.
game, bro.
Yeah, they
Bomberman looks like it's worth $30.
It's kind of
Tops.
sad though because Nintendo's, they they save gaming. Everybody knows that. That's like
Yeah.
root gamer like us, or like a lot of us. But they just the execution was wrong, man. That's all. Execution was wrong.
I
Yeah,
mean,
completely wrong, dude.
they back in the dinosaur days, man. They still stuck there.
They left
Now they
they,
trying to
they left
evolve,
behind.
and they
They
don't
know
know
their
that.
fan base pays for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, they know the Nintendo diehards, no matter what they put out, they'll go out and they'll buy it, man. They'll get that diehard community, man.
Could you
That's why
believe you
all the
got
Nintendo
grown men
titles
out
make
there
bank.
excited for something that goes do 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 do. Oh man, you seen the new Mario V? Hell yeah! I can't get excited over that shit.
I'm excited. I'm not even gonna lie though. That Mario does look hot to me.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
the old school Mario's the shit. I'll still play that shit. Do,
You
do.
Nintendo on you.
It's
Yeah,
all
man. I
good,
think
man.
it's-
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'll play some Mario. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Want to see
Mario's
Mario,
Mario
man.
though. It's man, fuck it,
And
man.
ain't
Nintendo
no
get a
way in hell
bye.
Sonic bigger than Mario. I'm sorry. All right, Mario's bigger than anything, man. Guess what? Guess what's bigger than Mario in the U.S.? Halo.
Oh
Ooh,
wow. Ooh.
I was about to say
All
Guerrilla Games, yo.
That shot's fire.
right. Guerrilla
You got
Games.
some Nintendo dude out there like this. That motherfucker could not
Wow.
even get it.
Oh no, Bomberman is $50. Still too much. That should have been
Hell yeah,
20.
that's way too much. Way too damn much, man.
Shit should
All
be
right.
$5. I ain't playing that shit like that.
I'll give it away as free for free. It comes with the
Yeah.
Switch.
Nintendo give you shit for free. They
So
don't give you
yeah,
a cup of
At least
coffee.
Sonic got more swag.
True that. True that.
You did as
All
a
right.
bundle.
All right. So before we move on, well, anyway, before we move on, once again, anybody else got anything to say on the Switch?
No, nah.
At
I'm
this
good.
point,
All right.
at this point, hell no.
All right. All right. So the next on the docket is the MIA section. Things that have been missing in action for a minute. All right. And one of the games that's been missing in action is Mech Assault. All right. Now, Phil dropped the bomb,
Here
you
we
know what I'm
go.
saying, yesterday or the day before, about Mech Assault coming to the Xbox platform. Now, what are your thoughts on that, Beedrew?
Well, as someone who's never played Mech Assault, and I know you're going to be like, oh, what? I literally, did not know anything about it. But Chief has been educating me quite a bit on this Mech Assault front. And today, I literally looked at so much gameplay, and all I have to say is, just from a point of view of someone who's not well educated in the Mech Assault front, just looking at the old game, I can't, it definitely looked ahead of its time. It looked fucking incredible. And if that did come back on the Scorpio, that would be fucking incredible. I'd definitely get it. I reckon that'd be an amazing, amazing move by Microsoft to bring that one back.
That's the day one for you?
Oh, absolutely. Just by looking at the old school gameplay, if they brought that back, rebooted it, 4K 60 in the fucking Titans, the fucking mech suits are fucking amazing, man. That genuinely did tickle my fancy.
Oh yeah, I can't front, man. I remember Mech Assault 2, where you had that power armor, and you could jump on top of the mechs and freaking like hot wire they shit and fuck up they mech, man. I was like, wow, they was really on some next level shit.
They
Know
could
what I'm
do
saying?
so much with that game. I mean, think about how good that looked on the older hardware. Like,
Yeah.
2017 for, fucking 6 teraflops. Fucking hell,
cloud.
they could do so much for that game. Imagine Mech Assault 3, say that's what it's called, with the cloud servers integrated with it, so you have destructible, like a 100% destructible multiplayer environments like
Yup.
Crackdown 3. That would
Wow.
be fucking, oh, well, goes without saying, that'd be fucking quality.
Oh yeah, be amazing, dude. Amazing. Now, what are your thoughts on this, Kano?
What Mech Assault?
Mech Assault 3.
That would be dope look, but my thing about that is hopefully they'll give it a single player campaign, but which I probably doubt it because it's gonna be like just a multiplayer only type of game this time around. But all in all, it's a cult classic. People loved it. You know what I'm saying? They should have been putting out more of these a long time ago. So Phil Spencer dropping that hint on it is like the Rock dropping the people's elbow on his opponent. That's how it is. They dropping bombs on a lot of opponents right now at this point.
Yeah,
So if it comes to pass right now for E3 and they show off this game and show off Phantom Dust and show off Rise 2 and show off a Mortal Kombat Cross Kill Instinct type of game, it's gonna be
man.
phenomenal.
Hell yeah, it would be phenomenal, man. What are your thoughts on this, Ebot?
Well, I definitely think it's a good move. Because Mechasol wasn't something that was milked. It was still fresh when it came out. And a lot of people didn't play OG, as we all know. It only sold 23 million units worldwide, all numbers combined. So the idea, again, of Voodoo Vince, Phantom Dust, Mechasol, I think is all great because then it revitalizes the IP and it gives it a second life. And then you can make a new one, like a real next generation one. Not to say that the one when Phil confirmed this, that the possibilities are very high, that he's not talking about a brand new one because there might be a brand new one altogether right from the jump, which would be even better. Me personally, it wasn't one of my favorite mech games because I liked Chrome Hound from Software more, but I Chrome Hounds. But it is a good game, and like B. Drew said, for the time it was really advanced. So I think Phil's doing the right move by just being subtle with picking and choosing certain things. But I will say this, and it's probably off topic. I just hope that he brings back Ninja Blade 2 and Otagi 3. Please, Phil, if you ever hear this, I'm a big fan. Otagi 3, make it happen. And Ninja Blade 2. But that's all I got.
Yeah, I like the Togi.
And
Togi
bring
was
sequel.
good. Now, just to correct one thing, though, he bought Chrome Hounds was on the 360. Mechasol is OG Xbox.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know, but
Yeah, just to
wasn't there like
correct that.
another one? I remember there being another
Chrome
one that
Hounds.
it's not Chrome Hounds then. It was one that From Software did. You
Nah,
got
they
it?
ain't do a
Sorry
Mech
about
game.
it.
They ain't do a Mech game on the
Armored
OG.
Core? Armored Core?
Yeah, I think it's Armored Core.
I don't think that was ever
That
on
wasn't
the,
on the OG,
That was on
no.
PS2.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I think they should come out with a sequel to Kung Fu Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's the guys doing Hellblade.
yes.
That's
Yes.
Ninja Dude.
Everybody's Kung Fu fighting. That's what's up, man.
That would have
Yo,
been a dope if it
Yo,
came-
Bone, what? 100. My bad, Kano. Yo, 100. What are your thoughts
Sure,
on Mechasol?
I like to make so, but I wasn't like, at the time was, I was running the streets with the thugs.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, I mean, people have been asking for it. I've been seeing a lot of people ask for it. So if that's what they want, Killer Phil want to give it to them, give it to them. But you know what? I tease that shit ain't coming out this year. If it did, he got that shit hitting like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
He got that motherfucker hitting. And then if he do that and he breaks out like, hey, it's coming out November. Oh shit, man, motherfuckers gonna do the jet. Now, what's the free-to-play joint that we got now? I can't think of his name.
World of Tanks.
No, Hawking.
If that shit way better than Hawking, and you only charge me $40 for the shit, fuck Hawking. And I ain't went back to Hawking. Hawking is a good game, but it's people it's pay to win.
Yep.
And you see a lot of, I ain't mad at people who made it because it's done some dumb motherfuckers that pay for this shit. That's so dumb, man. Cause I'll grind her. But it's I'm excited, and I think Microsoft got some shit up their sleeve. People need to calm down, relax, man. Because when we was kids and stuff like that, we had to wait to E3. We didn't have no fucking PlayStation experience to show me some of the same old bullshit.
Right.
Preach on, brother.
Right.
Was that pick your litter? We didn't have that shit. It's like, give us a fucking break. It's like let E3 be. Okay, I got a perfect example. We got for cell phones, we got World War Congress. That's in Morocco. In Morocco. I forgot. And then we got CES. CES has happened. You don't see nobody say, I got a special event. I'm showing my new TV. No, they're waiting for fucking CES. So why we can't, as gamers, wait to the grand stadium? You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other joint that's in UK. In Europe. Why we can't wait for that to see some other stuff? PlayStation got some shit in Paris. Ain't nobody know about that shit in a coffee shop. Ain't never heard of that game. This is Game Week in Paris. I don't live live in Europe. We can ask my man, you know what I'm saying, from across the pond. Have you heard of that shit? Because I didn't hear about that shit. Motherfuckers like, oh, we got game we can pair. It's like, it's for real? Is this shit is the model show or something? Shit, is the game gonna be there? Motherfucker, what the fuck is going on? They playing Monopoly? What the fuck is going on? It's a game we can pair. And motherfuckers was excited about that shit.
Yeah.
And what came out of
the
it?
same shit they saw at E3.
Yeah.
We. Whoa.
Christ, what the fuck just happened?
Somebody got
French got back at me. The French got
They doxed him. They doxed him.
Yeah, they had to get me. They had to get me, you know what I'm saying? They had to get me. You know what I'm saying? But have you heard from that Mr. I'm calling you Mr. Welsh, because you know you're politically correct and you keep it 100. Mr. Welsh, have you ever heard about the game? I mean, how do you feel about the game weeks in Paris? Did you want to go to that shit, or you wanted to go to E3? Or you want to go to the granddaddy of them all over there?
I don't actually know what you're asking.
That's how irrelevant it was.
I'm really confused.
You guys are fucking ill.
The Paris Games Week. You ever heard of that?
You got Paris Games Week.
He ain't even know.
No, fuck no, I haven't heard of that. No.
Yo, hey, he lived in Europe. He lived in Europe, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know, would you be excited if Microsoft has something like that? Now, Microsoft has been doing it on the low key, but they've been going to different territories.
They have the Mexico Games Week, bro. You ever heard of that?
They do shit, but they do it in different territories. We don't need that shit. We got E3.
Yep.
So
E3 is the fucking gold standard.
Yeah, but it's like, why people can't wait? I mean, when I was a kid, E3 wasn't even on TV. It was E3. I had to put this shit in the Game Pro.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Some real shit.
That's
It's
how
like-
we found out about it.
But all of a sudden, you grab multiple magazines. I went to Walmart the other day. I ain't saw a goddamn game magazine and none of that shit, but I saw who fucking Khloe Kardashian.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm glad you actually brought up GamePro, because remember their rating system? It always had that fun factor at the end. They would tell you what the fun factor was. Nowadays, these dudes is worried about what's the resolution.
Yeah.
Really? Dude, man, I want to know if the shit is fun, man. I gives a fuck what the fucking resolution is. If that shit fun, I'm playing it.
Right.
But that's just like a movie. I had people say, I don't like this. Like I watched this morning because I had to get up early. And I got up way early before I got in. And I was watching Hancock. I like the Hancock to a certain extent. I know it ain't a shit that you gonna do. It's not like a Martian or something that I can watch all the time. But it got to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like Burnout. Burnout gets to the point. You fuck shit up.
Yep. And it's
You
backwards
fuck shit up.
compatible, people. Burnout
For free.
Paradise.
So you can get that. That my thing is like they slam Xbox so hard. They call us bots. They call it everything but the child of God half the time. And after this video, it's gonna be me, all of us. Y'all ain't shit. Hope your kids die. You know what I'm saying? Hope you choke. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're all this shit. But at the end of the day is we just keeping it real. That's all we keeping it real. This is if you come in our Xbox parties, this is what you're gonna get. This is what I like about coming on here. This is what you're gonna get.
It's the real, man. And I
Exactly,
tell you
dude.
guys, remember this. I don't mean to cut nobody off here.
Nah, it's all good, Ghost. You haven't said your piece.
Keep mine, man. Keep mine.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, how I feel. Remember, guys, let's go back to like 2014 when they launched and the games started coming out. You know, certain games is getting delayed. And when you really notice and you look at it, they show games for E3 and Microsoft showed some games far out, you know, and they got bashed for showing games far out. So Phil Spencer goes, all right, I'm gonna show you games from now on that's coming out either this year or early next year. You're gonna get these games.
Right.
Microsoft, it's a problem. When you look at Sony, they get bypassed for everything. Microsoft take heat on everything that they do. When Microsoft show TV, they boo them. Sony show TV, they happy. You know what I mean? Like when you look at all these, they always jump in and signs in with Sony. If you don't see the bias in that, that's what I'm trying to make people realize.
The thing is, Ghost Rider, is everything you're saying is bang on because, like, it's a simple thing that I've been talking about with my partner E-Rock for quite some time, and we basically come to this conclusion where it is really quite simple. If Sony does it, it's okay. And it's literally that simple. Like over here at the Xbox, and Chief, if he's listening, he's going to love this because I promised him I'd say this and I'd get to it at some point, but never more relevant than now. Over on Xbox, you've got the best first-person shooter out there, no doubt, multiplayer-wise, and just the legacy that is Halo. But it doesn't have a Sony sticker on it, so it doesn't get the praise it deserves. Gears 4, the most amazing third-person cover shooter for multiplayer competitiveness you'll ever get on any console. It doesn't have a Sony sticker.
In its class. The only one in its class.
Yeah, and it doesn't get the love because it hasn't got a Sony sticker. Forza, the best racer since racers even began to date. It's the most innovative, most advanced racer in the world, but it doesn't have a Sony sticker, so it doesn't get the love.
Wow.
Uncharted, copy and paste half-assed Tomb Raider with a man, it's a bloke. He's got a fucking dick, not a pair of tits, and he's got a lovely little scarf, and they eat that shit up because it's got the Sony sticker on it.
They love the scarf
because the mocap crying is so beautiful.
Preach.
If Sony does it,
you got a couple
okay.
of everything. You got a couple of grass. You got a couple of grass.
And that's what I find is fucked up about this. Like Phil getting hit for shit that he ain't got nothing to do with. It's been started since it began. Like it's been biased all the way through, man. We all did videos about this. We all talked about it, and it's like they think we crazy. Oh, yo, the Xbox dudes is crazy. No, it's just plain in plain sight. They doing it straight up in our face, like everybody's face, but nobody sees it on the Sony cam. They can't even. You can't get one Sony dude, one diehard Sony dude to keep it funky and be like, nah, yeah, there is biasism on it, but yo, fuck it, we winning anyway. I'll take that. You know what I mean? Like, be honest with it. Just don't lie.
You're on point with that, Ghost. I mean, especially those couple of E3s ago when they first showed off Phantom Dust, Scalebound, Autumn games. Everybody was like, wow. And then we found out the games weren't going to come out anytime soon. Then we actually got them up in parties with Phil Spencer. And, you know, the fraud that was with us at the time, he actually had asked Phil Spencer personally, don't show games that are so far out. You know what I'm saying? I even asked the same thing. And he was like, you know what? This E3, I'm going to show y'all stuff you're going to get this year and in the following year. And the minute he did that and Sony showed those games that aren't going to be coming out for at least the next 2 to 3 years, they get applauded for it. All right? And I'm like, wow. And then the flip-flopper went and applauded them as well. Like, oh, yeah, they should have showed some stuff, some new stuff. I was like, dude, didn't you just ask a couple of months ago that you wanted to see recent shit? Now, I mean, are you bipolar? What the fuck, man? You got me tripping out and shit, man. First you ask this shit, don't show me shit that's too far out. Then the minute they show you shit that's not too far out, then you jump on the bandwagon with the rest of the ponies.
Right. Well, look, Collider, like you said, the Scalebound. Look at the Scalebound. That's why you don't show shit early.
Yep.
Look at favorite
exactly.
So if you get the hype out there, people are like, yeah, that shit looks nice. And then
No, but we played Fable Legends. I played that dog shit. I didn't know if that was a fucking Neverwinter. I played that shit. I'm like, that ain't Fable. And then, hang on, and check this shit out. A lot of people y'all motherfuckers got up and all. They had microtransactions in the motherfucking beta.
Yeah. I played the game.
Them.
I liked it, but it was different. It wasn't.
Nah, man, that shit played a fucking horde mode or some bullshit, and motherfucker, the story was so. Man, I thought Peter Morton was back in the shit because I was mixed up. Like, what the fuck is? Do I save this? What the fuck am I supposed to do? You send me here, but I get these enemies. It wasn't like. I had to say, man, it's a beta. Calm down, it's a beta. Calm down, it's a beta. And then I'm gonna give another analogy. You know,
how long was that beta running for? Like 2 or 3 years?
Man, that motherfucker was running for man. Shit, that was a fucking full game. But you know how people say about get mad at Phil? But think about us as Americans. We had a president. We had Obama. Obama ain't did none of this and all this. How many motherfucking years that other motherfuckers fucked up?
Right.
Hell yeah, they gave it to
How many motherfuckers fucked up? So
look how Don Magic fucked up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so you give motherfuckers fucked up shit. He only can fix so much he can fix at a point. He only been there. Calm the fuck down.
Right.
You expect him to make magic overnight. He's not getting your homeboy out of jail. No, sometime soon.
You crazy.
It just ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? That video game that been in that desert, ET ain't coming out that motherfucker because it ain't worth coming out. Because it was dog shit.
Yeah, sure.
People gotta calm down just because a person get in a can get like the vice president and stuff like that. Calm fucking down. Let the man work. You ain't giving the man to work.
Yeah.
But think about it, the man is a stand-up guy, and he was talking to people. Hey, I got some. I'm gonna get something. You know what happened? What happened? Cause Street Fighter 5. Thank God Street Fighter 5 didn't come on the Xbox. That old fucking bullshit. I put this motherfucker on the PC. So you want me to pay $60 for a promising game?
Still broke.
That shit was for promise. It was promise. I guarantee it ain't gonna be another Street Fighter 5 exclusive to PlayStation never again. Because why? They didn't buy that shit.
Next one is exclusive to Wii U, yo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that other one? That shit. No, that other one. That shit is a port from the all other shit we got. The
Yep,
remix.
we had that
Oh,
already.
that shit. That's because you trading titles. You got the Ultra Ken and Ultra Sin and all this other shit. Nobody
And
give a fuck about that shit.
Copy paste characters.
Yo, you know what was sad? How the F can Street Fighter basically do bad on their console and they had to go back to the 360? That's fucked.
Man.
Oh
Nobody
yeah,
talks
the
about that.
tournament. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
they had
yeah.
the tournament. They said we got to go
was
back
right.
to the 360.
60.
But see, you don't have that. Let's talk about that.
Nah, it was
Yeah,
Capcom's
Olympics.
fault, guys. It was Capcom's fault,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Sony
it's
who
the
paid for it.
online,
It was Capcom.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Their online ecosystem is terrible.
That shit is horrible, bro.
And see, you guys, I ain't had a Microsoft because I do some devious shit because I got a shitload of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit there like, hey, Capcom, you wanna, hey, what's gonna cost you to get your real finished job? 'Cause, you know, my people like Akuma and all that other shit. What you gotta pay Sony just to get it over here, just for a little taste? Matter of fact, I want 4 backwards compatible. I don't even want your new shit because your new shit broken. Shit for the casuals. What can I get for on my shit?
It is.
Yeah.
It is
So
easy as
what can
hell.
I get for? What can I get for on my shit? Can I get 4? Because, well, you know, our shit is spent. It still can download on 360. What do it's going to cost? But then what is? I want you to make me some type of exclusive character when you do Street Fighter 5 Ultimate, you know what I'm saying? Fuck 3 hoes, Chung-Li and all that shit edition. That's what I want.
You know what
Give me
they
an
do?
exclusive character.
They go, here's the Street Fighter, Chung-Li. They just make her boobs a little more bigger.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry
You know,
to,
so you already
sorry to cut you
on the
off.
PC.
Sorry to cut you off, guys. But
Yeah, go ahead.
if I don't leave now and catch a few hours kip, I'm literally not going to wake up for work.
man,
No
we
We know
understand.
where you at. We know the
You
time
from
difference.
you
so-
all the way from the pond. Yeah, you know, you from across that pond, man.
Yo,
Tell
no,
me if I tell
nice
you.
having you on the show, though.
Yeah,
Regardless,
definitely.
man.
I had a good time rocking out with you, Drew, right?
Yeah, Drew, man, Welsh
Yeah.
gamer. No, cheer,
The
honestly,
Welsh.
guys, thank you so much for having me, and we'll definitely have to do this again. But I'm gonna have to bail a bit early because I literally haven't slept for like 24 hours.
Oh, man.
It's all right. You hit us up on the weekend. We got some
Definitely.
shit popping off on the weekend.
Yeah, man.
It's
I'll
be
catch
early.
you.
It's gonna be early.
Yo, definitely off. Yo, shout outs to everybody that's watching us live right now in the comment
sir.
section. And definitely for the subscribers out there, man, make sure you're subscribed to B Drew.
Yes,
the
sir.
Welsh
Yeah, the
Gamer.
Welsh
That's
Gamer,
pretty good,
E-Rock, all of them over there, man. They do
That's
good
right.
content.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Check out Microbox of X and E-Rock
Yeah.
850 and my
Yeah,
partners.
E-Rock.
Good
And
lads.
And the
Microbox.
podcast. What's the name of your podcast, Pedro?
What's that, sorry, mate?
What's the name of your podcast?
The Dragon X podcast. We did episode 2 the other day. We'll be doing episode 3 sometime in February.
Nice.
That's what's
Nice.
up.
Yeah, check it out, guys.
Yo, shout outs to Megatron, shout outs to Gotti. Guys, you want to take questions for the live chat? There's people in there telling us what's up and shit like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
no
shit.
doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt.
what's up?
Yeah, feel free to
I'll
ask
ask a couple of
questions.
questions.
Man.
Yeah, feel free to ask.
Hey, I remember the game now. I remember the game. I feel slow. It was Steel Battalion. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh, that
Wow,
big
the
ass, that
Capcom
big ass
game.
controller.
Hell
Yeah, but that was
Yeah,
that was
$100.
Yeah, leave that motherfucker
yeah,
in the
that was
desert.
Capcom though. I thought it was from software. That's
No,
what
leave that
it was.
motherfucker in the desert. That shit ain't coming. No, leave that motherfucker. I ain't got, man, you know, my mind can't even work so much. You want me to have a 100-button console, man? Now, if I got paid for that shit, hell yeah.
No doubt, no
Fucking
doubt.
I think a new Mecha Soul would be good, man. Like I think they should bring back the clouds since I guess they're mastering that right now with Crackdown.
Hmm.
I think
That'd
it'll
be
make up for the loss of Titanfall. Cause remember, man, Titanfall was one of the best-selling exclusives this generation.
Yeah, it was. True
So
that.
to fill that mech void,
Titanfall
you know.
sucks.
Oh
Exactly. We
shit.
hadn't heard your thoughts on all this, man. What's your take
Yeah.
on this, Taylor?
Oh yeah, man. Just bring back the classic, man. It was one of the games the OG Xboxes remember for Mecha Soul. So bring back that IP. People keep saying Microsoft doesn't nurture their IP. They
Hmm.
could easily do that. It'll definitely sell on Xbox if they promote it right and whatever. Make it what? You can make it hectic. Make it 32 by 32.
Oh my
That'd be
gosh.
crazy. A bunch of mechs going around.
What if they hook it up?
VR. That would be crazy in VR.
Yeah, it would, man. I mean, my take on Microsoft, I think they would actually should use that cloud technology to have a fully destructible environment, like Bijou said. And also, I remember from the two, you had that little mech suit that you could jump out as a pilot. Remember, your character could actually jump out the mech and jump in this little mech suit, man. But can you
Yeah.
imagine that shit online? You got these little dudes running around in mech suits and shit, jumping on the back of your mech and hot wiring that shit. So your ass got to jump out and shit, motherfuckers blast you. Oh my gosh. That shit sounds tight as hell. I can't front, man. I mean, I got to see all kinds of excited. Does anybody else have anything to say on Microsoft?
Oh,
Let's get some more IPs, Microsoft. More brand new, fresh new IPs.
yeah, hell yeah, I take that any day.
Word. What's it? Anybody say anything in the comments, Ghost?
Yeah,
Um,
no, I'm
Megatron
reading
asked,
it now. I'm reading it now. Yeah.
Megatron asked, "What's the next big Xbox One game you're looking forward to?" I'll answer
Oh,
this. I'll say the next one that comes out after Halo Wars 2, because that's the only Xbox game I'm not into.
that's what's up. As a
that's
matter
just,
of fact, the one I'm looking forward to is Phantom Dust, Megatron. Phantom Dust, man. That shit was ill as hell on the OG. And can you imagine the way it's gonna look like now? These dudes are saying that that shit is coming along beautifully. All right. And now that we're gonna have online
Mhm.
multiplayer, oh my gosh, yo. I mean,
All right,
now with the
all
Xbox
right,
Live
Collider,
service,
I ain't played no
man,
Phantom Dust. I'm a person that ain't played
dude.
Phantom Dust. What the
Yeah,
fuck
me
is
either.
Phantom
Check
Dust?
this out.
Because
Check
I
this
heard
out,
it was
man.
like some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh type of shit, some type of shit
Nah.
like that.
I mean, you
It
do
ain't,
use cards and whatnot. You do use cards,
but
but
it ain't. You can move around and shit like that. It
Yeah,
ain't
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. As a matter of fact,
All right.
some stages actually have a bridge, right? So the dude's on the bridge, you use the card where you could actually throw a fucking bolt at the bridge and blow the bridge the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So
All
dude
right.
got to jump off that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got dudes that's throwing these fucking bolts that actually swivel around in the air and come after your ass. Your ass could actually rip the fucking gravel out the ground and block that shit. I mean, this was on some next level shit, and this was on the OG. All right? This was like on some telekinetic, telepathic shit, like fucking Jean Grey out of X-Men. That's the way
mm,
these dudes was getting down, man. I mean, they had some bugged
that
out
sound
shit in that
tough. That
game.
sound tough. That sound tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, that shit had me bugging when I was ripping the gravel out the ground just to block shit. I was like, oh, this shit on
Oh,
some
that
shit.
shit sound tough.
This shit on some shit. Nah, it's gonna be a game that's really gonna pop off, especially people the way they like online now. Man, imagine all of us up in that same room beating the shit out of each other, ripping off gravel, blowing up bridges. It's like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. That
Oh
word, that shit gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's like I said, I heard from like when I heard Phantom Dust, I swear the IGN motherfuckers dicks got hard. Like Phantom Dust, them old bum ass motherfuckers. I'm like, what the fuck is Phantom Dust? Why I ain't heard of this shit? And then I'm looking at the time it came out. I'm like, oh shit, man, I'm over here running the streets with the thug. No, fuck
Yeah.
that. I play video games forever. What the fuck is going on? I want to know what this shit is, cause that's what I
Yeah.
say. Phantom Dust, Phantom Dust. I'm like, okay. I'm like, man, I didn't heard motherfucking PlayStation motherfuckers Phantom Dust. I'm on that. But they
Phantom
ain't on
Dust.
No
no
doubt.
they ain't on no one cares.
Not
You know
true
what I'm
that.
saying?
Phantom,
Won't
Phantom
never touch
Dust.
it.
Phantom Dust for me though is like I played it on the OG Xbox back in the day, but I wasn't like too much of a big fan of it. So when it does come out to the people that is diehard fans that go get it, you know what I'm saying. But particularly me, my game I'm looking forward to playing is Crackdown 3, and I want to see new IPs they got on the horizon because I want to see some. Because I'm still hearing stuff about like they got a killer to like something that coming out with God of War something like that too. So you want to see new IPs? I want to see if they're gonna do a Ninja Blade 2. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see some more. I want to see some more hack and slash games. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no sources, but what I heard from the background is that Splinter Cell coming back out, and that motherfucker might be exclusive, like the first one.
Wow.
That's what I'm hearing in the background. I heard that's one of the little secrets. I can't confirm or deny because I ain't got no sources. I ain't sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't motherfucking the LA Times and you know what I'm saying? The Puerto Rican Times. I ain't none of that shit. Somebody threw that shit in my ear. Like, for real? If that shit happened, shit, PlayStation Nation get mad at the motherfucker.
Yo, Splinter Cell is lit. I can't front.
And then I heard they got Marco Ironside back.
Oh, word, yeah, definitely, man.
Yo, Splinter Cell come out, guys. You think it's gonna be going? Everybody gonna go crazy.
Yeah, if it's exclusive to Xbox, yeah, it's gonna go crazy. But the pony's gonna be like, man, oh hell no, man, I want to play this on the PS4. Man, Ubisoft, you should be ashamed of yourself for letting it go on there. But Phil Spencer's making up for that Street Fighter 5 not coming to Xbox, so he's doing a lot what he can to bring IPs.
Well, hang on, but why do Phil got to make up for Street fucking Fighter 5?
That's the question I want to know, but people was pissed about it.
You ain't got to make up nothing, motherfucker. You the HNIC. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to
know what tips me out about that Street Fighter 5. Sorry that I cut you off, Bone. It's just getting me ticked off hearing about Street Fighter 5. First of all, they dumbed the controls down, so it's basically for casuals. They got a better game on their console, which is Guilty Gear Revenator, and nobody fucking buys that shit. Fucking my cousin bought Street Fighter 5. After a month, he regretted the shit. Then he bought Guilty Gear recently. He was like, yo, I gotta be honest with you, Collider. I played that shit more than I played Street Fighter the entire month that I had it, and I've only had it 2 days.
Wow.
2 fucking days, yo. And he's played it more than he did Street Fighter, and he's had it for a whole fucking month. He's like, man, I regret buying Street Fighter.
Yeah, we see these ponies out here. You see these ponies out here. They say they put all these games on PlayStation 4. But if you see every time they put up a video about something, has something to place it with PlayStation News, you know what game they playing all the time? Street Fighter 5. That's all they playing. They ain't playing no other game.
Anthony Taylor down on the live chat said, "Where's Shenmue?" with a question mark.
The motherfuckers in that desert.
He's still in the streets of Japan begging for money, man. He's still in the streets.
I heard that motherfucker might be a multi-plat.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was hearing that, man.
I was hearing that motherfucker might be a multi-plat because Sony funding ain't doing nothing. And then if Sega, I heard if Sega get into it, it's going to be a multi-plat. If Sega could think about it, Sega say I throw 1, 2, and I put your 3 in it. And I publish the motherfucker. Fuck you, pay me. I'm making the motherfucker multi-plat. And then y'all people don't understand that. And think about it, y'all don't understand. People don't understand about Shenmue. You ain't never spent a Shenmue. If you a motherfucking PlayStation 3 fan or all this and 3, you don't understand. Shenmue made you. That was the first game you had to get a job that some of y'all motherfuckers ain't got right now.
No doubt. They just
that motherfucker made you get a job. That motherfucker made you get a fucking job. I was fucking man. I had to go to the fucking docks every day, and I had a quota. I had a fucking
drive that forklift. You had to drive that forklift around.
Oh, so you can't. Oh, so you forget when you get on this show, we play these games we talked about, and then I got to walk the streets, and then motherfuckers randomly. Fuck you, man. That's my girlfriend. Man, that's my girl. Fuck you. Got to fight. And then I had to turn the Jackie Chan around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I get mad enough. I got to calm down. I go into a bar and go play Hang On.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They don't understand how complex that game was. I don't understand how complex that game was doing.
I heard, though, it's not even going to be a game like that. It's gonna be like an indie or something not too crazy. Because remember, they're not getting funded like people think. Look, their leader of their own seat, kind of like Yoshida gave what $29, I think. What $20?
Yeah, he donated $29. Yeah,
that's how you know that game gonna be trash. I don't mean to say it like that, but you know how it is. Yoshida like, look, fuck it, here's $29, man. Give him a quarter. Give him some food while you let him out in the back. Get him off the stage.
Oh, you paid him for some Popeyes and shit?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
He said, give him some sake and get him out the back. Hurry, get him off the stage. He's staying too long.
Oh man, that was
I don't mean
cold.
to take shots like that, but I'm saying it is what it is.
Nah, it's true, man.
Dude, I'm
That,
saying, everywhere
that's
I
all
go,
true, man.
they ask me for 2-3. Get the fuck out of here. I never even seen you in my life. Like, what are you talking about? This dude
Like,
crazy.
don't get it wrong. Like, I'm a Shenmue fan. I love Shenmue 3, but if it's funny like how they're funding it, it ain't gonna do so well because
That's what I'm saying.
it's not gonna do well at all.
The
Because
full
so what they're gonna do is they're just gonna make it multi-plat, period, because they want to recuperate all the funds that they have and give
Yep.
it to fans. If they don't, it's gonna be a mess up, a whole big mess up in the situation.
No, he need to come call me. You know what I'm saying? I give him some of that powder and a couple of hookers. You know what I'm saying? Turn everything over to me. We gonna make this motherfucker multi-plat.
But everybody
Take
says
them to the strip club and make them do something. Make the girls do something straight.
Yeah, do just for a piece of change, make them holler for a dollar. He make them holler $1, and then come back to me. You know what I'm saying? And come pray to me, and then I'm gonna sit there like, hey, what's your code and all this other shit? We gonna make this motherfucker on cell phones, every goddamn thing. You gonna have to dumb this shit. You gonna dumb it down the right way.
basically, I heard this game is fire if they do it the real way. Like you said, you got to get a job. You get girlfriends. You get into fights. It's like real life stuff, and that's dope. I ain't gonna lie. So if it was a full game, backed up, that'd be something sick.
That was Grand Theft Auto before Grand Theft Auto came.
Exactly, dude. Thanks for saying that, Bones.
Man.
All right, because I was the first one that did an open world where you had to do everything, dude. I mean, you could even buy those little trinkets at the freaking
You
those
could
little
buy your
freaking machines
amiibo.
and whatnot.
That was
Yeah,
amiibo
you could
before
buying
amiibos.
amiibos. Yep, he was buying amiibos before they even was an amiibo.
Yep.
Man, you can be walking to your girlfriend to the park, and then what's up with you, dude? Now it was Japanese, but I felt like I was watching a Japanese movie. What you gonna do?
I was
Beat your
Japanese, but they
ass.
looked like Japanese people. They didn't have spiky blue hair and shit.
What the hell was
I
up
would
with that
beat
cat in
your
the box, man?
Yeah.
They
What
had-
And then
y'all
I
think
told
of,
you, you had to go to sleep. It wasn't nothing. You had to be at home to get your rest before you go to sleep. Otherwise, you're gonna be late for work. And you know you was late for work. How the fuck you figure that shit out?
yeah.
That was quick. Like I say, Shenmue
Yeah, they put
was
the
a
time
gem.
of day and everything, dude. They put the time of day and night cycles. I mean, this is the first game that actually did that, man. And then when you was learning martial arts, remember the dust and the dust and the dirt used to kick off the ground when you did the moves, like boom, boom.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yo, this was some kung fu shit. Yo, that's what's up.
I feel like I was in the Karate Kid. This is what Karate Kid when you went to Okinawa. Why you come back in 3 and get your ass whooped? Should have learned this shit already.
Yeah, he did get his ass whipped. Duke was a whack karate fighter.
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Let's be
I
honest
saw
here,
that shit
guys.
last night before I went to bed. That's the reason I mentioned it. You know what I mean? And then he was like, "Trade me." I'm like, "You should have been trained. You was in Okinawa. You didn't did so much all that shit you done done. You done broke ice with your hand. He breaking wood. You broke ice.
Yo, I tell
Fuck out of here.
yo, they would have knocked his skinny ass out. How you take a white belt, don't know nothing, and you made him a slave. Wax on, wax off. He cleaned your whole house. You take him and put him in a black belt tournament, and this man makes it to the finals. And Mr. Miyagi that taught him can't even kick past his own knee. And the dude is old as fuck. And he goes, oh, that your son. And all of a sudden, the dude wins the championship. Come on, man. The dude was getting bullied in school, can't fight, washed somebody's house and car, and became a master. Come on.
But you went to Okinawa. You went
That's
to
what I'm saying.
Okinawa where they was medieval. They already know this shit. They've been training since they was
Hell
fucking
yeah.
3. And you kicking their asses, you know. Come on, Daniel, son.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so you come back home, you ain't a master? Hell
And
no, man.
And he beat the whole Cobra Kai. That's crazy.
Man.
And that movie beat
Finish him.
everybody in the crew. And then went to
He's a
Okinawa
bad.
and beat some real ass, nasty ass martial artists with some tight ass jeans and a big thing around his head.
Y'all crazy.
They would have knocked his ass out. Get a stretcher and put him in a body bag. He just did body bag. They would have been over quick. First round knockout.
And then in part 3, the girl you wanted, she even leaves your ass. She wasn't even fucking with you.
All
I
the
ended up
bitches
catching that
left that
shit.
nigga. All of them left him. Notice he got a different chick, I think, and they all left him.
Yeah. She's like, oh, she went to modeling. Daniel, Your strudel is not doing no business.
Exactly.
Fuck this karate shit. You need to karate your strudel and put in some work.
Yep. Go watch some more cars.
Wax
Yeah,
on,
that's
wax
some
off.
shit.
I liked the video game though on NES. I did like it. Shit, I did like it. I ain't beat it, but that shit was hard.
What was going on? I missed it.
Nah, we brought up Karate Kid because we was talking about Shenmue. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Shenmue, yo?
Shenmue is just it was a good game for the time that it was, but I don't know how it's going to translate now, and especially with that welfare check budget that they got right now. Ooh, I have no idea.
Wow.
That game, put it this way, that game to be done properly. Oof, you need
I know.
that.
Back in the
Microsoft
day,
one.
it had a $40 million. Back in the day, it cost
Yeah.
$40 million to make that game.
To
Now
the
they got
equivalent of today, they said the equivalent of today for back then would have been 92 million, but that was with the technology they used back then. Imagine using
Let's say
technology they
120.
use now.
About
Yeah,
120, about 120, 250.
I have a feeling he's gonna do it like kind of like they did with Hitman. They're gonna do them like
episodes.
to make money and keep doing the next one to see make money.
Yeah, that makes
Keep
sense.
doing the next one, but I don't think it's gonna be graphically different. It's probably gonna look like a more enhanced Dreamcast version. You know what I mean?
They better understand.
Although they say he said he was gonna use Unreal Engine 4, but I don't know.
As long as the characters ain't stiff.
Did Sony buy that shit?
Not really.
Listen,
Because he can't
my
afford it.
They
biggest
just
gripe
put them on
with
stage,
Sony-
man. That's all they did.
Yeah, they just try to promote his Kickstarter. My biggest gripe with Shenmue is this: anybody that's been a gamer as long as I have, okay, which Collide, I know you're up there with me, okay, knows that the real Shenmue fans were not Sony fans.
No.
Because I remember when Dreamcast came out, which was the most powerful console created with a arcade motherboard, which was the most powerful one at the time, called the Naomi. And it was only $200. They said even though they had one of the best launch lineups in history, if not the best, they're like, no,
launch.
exactly, including Soul Calibers and things like that. They were like, which looked better than the arcade version. That's how powerful the console was.
It ran at 60 frames per second, people.
Yes. He's like, oh no, we're not buying that. I'm waiting for the PS2. You bugging. PS2 is way more powerful than that. Yeah. That's why I said when people that play Sony consoles or even people that say they like Sega and now they're on the Sony side, no pun intended, if it sounds familiar, you can't be a Sega fan and say that you like Sony knowing the mudslinging they did that made Sega have to get themselves out abruptly out of the gaming industry. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's a real Sega fan knows this. So you cannot appreciate and like Sony if you're a Sega fan. You could like some of their games, like me, but to be honest with you, I own most PlayStation consoles for Sega games because Sega obviously made games exclusive to their console, and you can't do nothing about that. Like a House of the Dead 4 on the PS3. But if it wasn't for that,
I want to add something to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sony back in the day for Sega, during the Sega, Sega versus Sony. Yeah. Sony actually bought a lot of exclusives. They didn't have no studios. They was buying exclusives left and right, man. Tomb Raider was on the box of the Sega Saturn.
And Resident Evil being the first ones because they were first built for Saturn, but because it wasn't selling, they made the deal with Capcom and they brought them out first on PlayStation, which later came out on Saturn. But you know this, Collider, you were there.
Exactly. And now they complain because Microsoft does it. It's not like Sony ain't do it first.
They started that shit. Yeah, they started.
Guys, shout outs to Gamers Know Best, man. GKB.
My man, that's my man plus 50 grand. That's my man plus 50 grand, GKB, man.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Collider.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We're going to pass the mic to Heatbox so he can finish.
Yeah. So, like I said, look, this like I said to tell people, and not to sound like I'm in a tangent, but basically, if you're a Shenmue fan, you're not a real Sony fan because Shenmue was part of Sega, and people did not buy Dreamcast. Shenmue was one of the reasons why Dreamcast went bankrupt because it was one of the most, if not the most expensive game developed at that time. It was the most advanced open world game of that time. It wasn't the first open world game. Shout outs to Jay. I always forget the name of the game, but it was the first open world game. Body Harvest. Thank you, Jay. But it was the first open world game in the 3D format with all the details to little things like going to sleep, changing your watch, and playing your video games on your Saturn in your couch. Not it wasn't done in Uncharted first, so people get that out your head. That was Sony copying once again off an old idea, or getting chased by a truck like they did with Sonic. But that's another story in and of itself. But the point
And
is,
the QTEs. They brought out
yeah,
the QTEs first.
absolutely.
They created the QuickTime event.
Well, even the cinematic moments that was first created for this generation, or well, actually last generation, with Alone in the Dark on the 360. But again, even the crafting on the fly with Uncharted, I mean with Last of Us, that was first done with Alone in the Dark for all those uneducated people out here.
And the
But
scene
anyway.
where he's tripping out in 3 was stolen from Max Payne.
Yes, absolutely. With the drugs, you mean, right? When he was
Yeah,
hallucinating?
where the stage is warping. Yep, Max Payne did that.
Yes, absolutely.
So he bought,
Absolutely.
can you tell everybody, all this knowledge, do you sleep when you go to work?
Ooh.
Do I sleep? Do I go to? You know what it is? You know what it is?
You be hitting with the knowledge. I mean, you need to change the name to Knowledge Bot. Cause I'm sitting here back
Knowledge
like,
Bot,
damn,
wow.
You know what it is?
Knowledge Bot. Cause I'm sitting here hitting
I used
myself
to-
like I'm thinking about myself, and it's like making me reminisce. Like, damn, he's not
Yeah.
lying. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not. He's not lying. It's like some shit. It's like you go so far back, you just don't remember, but you know, you just like bang,
Yeah,
bang,
you
bang,
do.
bang,
Bringing up
bang,
games.
bang. I'm like,
oh shit.
I'm like, damn, what you smoking over there? I need some of that shit. 'Cause I can't hit the shit like that.
No. Listen. It's just the love and passion of games that I've had since I started playing. That's just basically it. But I try to keep it real. You know, I used to read every magazine on the newsstand, from GamePro to EGM, from Sega Vision to Nintendo Power. You know what I mean? And some people may not know what those are, but
Hey man,
for those who
Yeah.
do,
There
you know
you
what I'm
go.
talking about.
man, I tell you this, man. I used to go to the store, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't ashamed. I used to go to the thing and look at the codes in the book and steal it and write it down.
Yeah. A lot of us did that, or ripped out the pages back.
Go home and start doing the fucking fatality. I got it. My boy house like, what's up, yo? My
Yeah.
friends come over. Yeah, what's up? Oh, how you did that? Yeah, I'm nice, nigga. But I
But see,
just-
people don't understand.
They got it.
We had to think about it. Fatalities. We had to learn the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That wasn't what the, like the regular skill set.
That
It wasn't
taught-
like if
wasn't a
you could
chart.
not buy the shit. You couldn't buy the shit DLC and none of that shit. One button.
Yeah.
It wasn't none of that shit. Now
I'm a-
it's different. We had to sit there, and your friend had to sit there. I think it's up, down, LB, LB, right, left button. You had to go through that shit.
Yeah.
Somebody had to figure that shit out.
That's old
And think
school.
about it, think about it, when we played it, it still wasn't on there.
Yes.
Just like in the arcade. I'm like,
We had
hey,
to
man,
guess.
how the fuck you? We had to sit there like boom, boom. I'm like,
Figure
what's
it
that?
out.
Oh, he's like, oh man, and then it goes so fast. They didn't give you so much chances, so you have to fuck around and spend about close to $20 to learn the damn. Just to learn the motherfucking
Fatality on one
fatality.
dude.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, ain't this a bitch?
Nah, I
What's
feel
up
you,
with your
man. I
She
feel you.
Wolf?
Let's just say with the advent of the Sony generation and whatnot, that's when they started
That was
making
crazy.
things for casuals.
Yeah.
Right? They started making walking simulators because stuff like that was too hard for them. They
I mean,
couldn't comprehend.
listen,
They couldn't
But
wrap
so
their
what
minds
Sony-
Let's
around.
be honest. The young gamers nowadays ain't experienced the games like us back then. There was no save. When you buy that game, you had to beat that game that same day because you can't pause the game and be like, yo, hold on, I'm tired. Let me go to sleep. Let me wake up. You're going to be right back
If
in the
you, if
beginning.
you pause
Like,
it, you pause it till the next
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, you
Pause it, my master.
get hot. You don't want to
Leaving
burn
it
out.
on all night until the
I
next
don't-
day.
Yeah, but yo,
Yeah.
back then the games was very hard to beat.
Well, if you were lucky, you got a password
Go this
system.
way, turn this way. The
Hey,
door
I
opens.
got a perfect a game that I ain't never beat on the NES. Cause you know they ain't had no saves to so many games.
Uh-oh.
And I love the game. Kid fucking Icarus. I
Yeah.
wanted to shoot that motherfucker to the end. How many times you got to at one point and all them horses go away? All them horses go away.
How about Paperboy? Paperboy was
Paperboy
hard.
Oh man. Oh, I swear to God, man. When I got that for Christmas, oh Lord, I thought I was gonna run through it. I'm like, okay, this thing ain't like the arcade. Because the
Yeah.
arcade had the little thing. And you playing on it. Matter of fact, Karate Champion. I
Yes.
hated that shit.
Karate Jam was hard.
Yeah.
too.
I'm like, I ain't gonna never beat this shit.
Yeah. What about Spy Hunter in the arcade? Jesus Lord. Oh my
Spy
God.
Hunter. See, they don't know about that. The
That's
original
it.
Virtual Fighter. Y'all want to go on fight games. You're not beating that shit. Matter of fact, you want to go real interactive? Like an interactive game? What was that? What was that Pit? What you call it?
Pitfall?
No, Pit Fighter.
Pit
Pit Fighter.
Yeah.
Pit Fighter was a live, interactive, bullshit ass game that fucked your whole life up. Cause I spent a whole lot of money because it looked good.
Yeah, for its time.
You know? What about Primal Rage?
Yes.
Oh, Primal Rage was this shit.
Hell yeah.
See, y'all talking to gamers right here that play games. My mom, I had to sit there and go to her mom like, hey, this to me to arcade. It's
Even
$20.
simple games like Rampage was good, but it was
Yo,
hard.
what
I
about
love
that
the
game?
Rampage.
Like Clay and all that.
Clay Fighters.
Clay Fighters.
Clay Fighters.
Yeah, that was a
I
knockoff.
used to
Yeah,
go to
that
my
was a little
cousin's house and
knockoff.
playing that. I had to jump on and play with them for a little bit. Clay Fighters.
Funny.
That Final Rage is fire. Yo, there's a lot of games that was fire back then.
Yo,
Yeah, well-
think about it. The arcades were big. Though. The
Yeah,
arcades
I
were
remember
big.
that. I
I
remember
remember when I was in
Okay,
the
how about the
military.
Ninja Turtles?
Chill,
They was
chill.
on
I
there.
remember when I was in the military and shit. I used to dip out from formation from that 5-mile run just
Right.
to go to the arcade to play DOA.
Right. Well, remember, the arcade, sometimes that's the only place we had to play certain games because not every arcade game made it to the console.
No, but think what the port was shitty. The port was shitty.
Right, or they would be shitty.
Like I put this. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret I ain't never told y'all. I got my ass whooped for like a whole day straight because I wanted to be Double Dragon, and I was in the 3rd grade, and I think about it is what messed me up. My last name was Marshall, and I had my teacher name was Marshall, but my mother part time as a TA at the school. I didn't show up because I wanted to see the end of Double Dragon, and I was playing with the dude, and I'm like, damn. Now I have to be at school. I have to be in class about 8 o'clock. It's 10:30.
Oh my God.
Ain't a 3rd grader gonna be out in the street at 10:30. I go in there and she said, "Yo, Mom, want to see you." Man, my pops looked at me. I saw that's when I went straight to Hades. I saw the fire in his ass. I'm like, man, what child abuse that? Because I'm about to get my ass whooped.
Oh, yo, Kano's gotta go, guys.
Yeah, I'm about to head out. Come pills in my system. I'm falling asleep on his podcast.
No problem.
All right, it's all good.
Definitely, yo.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, thanks for being
For
with me.
sure.
Yeah. Like I said, I apologize to everybody. Apologize to you. I haven't talked as much
No.
towards the end of the podcast. But y'all need me back on here. I'm definitely gonna be more active. So I apologize to everybody.
Yeah, it's all right, man.
All good, man.
Mr.
Okay, now let people know where they can reach
Wah,
you at, though, man, before you take off.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Say it again.
Bro,
Well,
we
your
can reach
channel,
you
Where
at.
they can reach you at, man.
Oh,
Let them
yeah,
know about
yeah.
your channel and everything.
Yeah. I'll reach me on my channel, Kano's Gaming section. You know what I'm saying? Go check out intermediategaming.com. I'm on there too. All on social media, and then I got my music on my SoundCloud and everything at the Radio and Kano. And,
Nice.
And tell everybody just tell everybody you ate a hoagie. And that's why you're going to sleep. You ate a hoagie.
No,
Tell everybody you ate a hoagie.
no.
You been eating.
You probably ate a whole game. I'm chilling. You heard me? I've been drinking water. You probably did.
All right.
Hey, all right, that'll be cool.
Have a good
I'm
night.
man later, bro.
All right, that'll be cool. Peace.
Peace, bro.
Peace out, man.
That's some crazy shit. Yo, y'all remember turning over games? I remember playing
Oh,
fucking Donkey
flipping.
Kong until the fucking, we flipped the
Flipping,
fucking score and
flipping.
started all over
How
again.
about Breaking Night? Breaking
man.
Night, playing them shits, trying to beat it with your friends.
Man, hang on, but
Yeah.
ain't that? Don't think about. Do we really get that joy as gaming right now anymore?
Nah.
Remember we was talking about that hip hop flipping games, like the word
Yeah.
flipping games. They don't.
I don't know if it's our age or we just play so many games that it's just not the same. I don't know. I get every once in a while, but it's like out of nowhere. Like certain games will do it to me. Like wow, I didn't feel that in a while.
Yeah.
So, but it's very far in between. You know what I mean? Like
And games were shocking back then. If you think about it,
yeah.
How
Like
the
I
fuck
felt
did
that with
everybody react?
Inside.
How the
You
fuck
know,
did
when I played
everybody
Inside,
react when you got to the end of Metroid and you saw
Right,
it was a female? You was
Right,
like, oh
right.
shit.
Man.
Right.
Oh shit.
You
Damn.
got a female character all along.
Right, right. And we would always be anticipating. I wonder what they're gonna show when you get to the end, and sometimes just be credits and be like, damn, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I remember when they did the Golden Axe at the end, when you saw all the characters coming out of the arcade machine, the boy and the girl in front of them, and they running out of the arcade because they're getting chased by the creatures from the game. I was like, that was a cool little ending. We wanted
Yeah,
things
but
like that, but we didn't
you
always
just
get
ruin the
it.
ending from me because I got the shit. I ain't never beat the shit. Then you just ruin the ending from me. Fuck you.
Ah,
Goddamn ending. I ain't never beat the shit. I ain't never beat Golden Axe. I got the shit on the backwards
for real?
compatibility.
Are you
I ain't never beat it because I ain't had nobody to play with me.
Ah, shit, I'll play with you. Fuck, we'll rock
Shit,
out.
you supposed to
Sorry.
be playing. You supposed to be playing that old raggedy ass.
Power
What's that?
Rangers.
Double Dragon. Nah, he been on Power Rangers. I ain't finna give him my
Yeah,
money for Power
I
Rangers.
beat
And I
Double
got
Dragon.
some gas to give up, but I'm not finna play for that shit right now. I can't do it. $9, I might be able to do it.
I was playing
But
Power Rangers heavy.
You said $9. I'll be.
Yeah, I was playing
yeah, I
Power Rangers
might be
heavy.
able to do it.
Yeah, I'm with
And
you.
he was playing.
$9, bro.
And think about it. Y'all got to understand. He buys everything. He's a gamer. He buys everything.
If there's a Barbie beat 'em up, he'd buy it, yo.
He
Anything.
buys
Oh
that
my
shit.
gosh.
He'll tell
Not
me about some
because
shit.
it's Barbie, but because it's beat 'em up.
He was like, hey, it's a shooter. And something, I sit there, I had to sit back, like, I can't play that. I can't go. I got to shoot us right down. I ain't be rating 5 yet. And I can't think about with rating 5, you can go through it, but you feel like you cheating. Because it ain't it's the unlimited continues. Like, no, I want to run through this motherfucker.
You had like 3 lives and shit back in the day. 3 lives, yo.
Yeah,
You
you got to start all the way
again.
over.
You made sure you didn't get hit. You're like, oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna tap myself in the back.
Oh yeah, Anthony said that Narc. Yeah, Narc, but we don't like the police.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Narc,
saying? We stay away from the police.
Fucking Ring King. Ta, 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 ta. I used to
No, that Ring King, man, I swear, when you got knocked in the air and went through this thing, why you can't bring Ring King back? I don't know, was that electronic Eastern something? I forgot who was running that one. It was Eastern something.
Oh, Data East? You mean Data East?
Data East, yeah. And they was running Ring King. Like, man, bring a Ring King. Bring some of these relics that some of these kids don't know nothing about.
Yeah. Ring King was fun, man. They had the Japanese version, the Kataki something, the Kurikari, that played just like it, but it was with the karate guys.
I don't know nothing about that because I don't know about. Damn, man, we're gonna get you a second job because you know too much about these games. We get you a second job 'cause I don't know what you're talking about. You talking in Spanish, Japanese? No, what you saying? Sorry for?
I'll send you the link.
Yo, one of those. I remember playing Mega Man 2. I would dust off the Super NES every once in a blue moon, popping Mega Man 2, just to see the motherfucker walk at the end. That was it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just to see his ass walk at the end, it's like, God, that shit was cool.
Yeah, that was dope. I'll bring out the Q-tip with alcohol and clean them up real good, and then it worked perfect.
Man, you got to blow. That's why I say I love digital. If I had digital back in the day, I probably wouldn't complain. That's why I love digital, because digital save your damn game.
Yeah.
Actually, want to know what game actually reminds me of all the old classics? Rise and Shine.
Yeah.
Man, what's up with this Rise and Shine? Hang on, what's up with this Rise and Shine?
There's this one part where old dude goes up into the castle. You know what I'm saying? Basically, from Nintendo, Mario was shot to death. He's sitting on the throne because he's the king. You know what I'm saying? And he dead. And next to him is like 2 Super NESs and shit. And he looks at the cartridge. He's like, "Oh, do I got to blow in this motherfucker to make it work?"
Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs and references.
Oh my gosh.
That
shit's on Xbox. I'll buy this motherfucker right
man.
now.
Rise's dad is Marcus Phoenix, yo.
Yo, they just told us, man, go play games, X-Fags.
Man, we probably play more games than you ever will.
So we're talking about
His name is True Hurt.
His name is what?
True Hurt. He's down in the
You
corner.
want to bang?
You said what? Butt burns? What the fuck?
Butt burns, wow.
All right, I guess
we just got out of a party chat, man.
Would I ask some questions? For asking questions? Because when you sit there and you said that, I didn't know that page. I didn't know what that was. To tell you that what you want when you went in that drawer and all that, I didn't know what that was, mama. I did it. I thought it. I did that stuff. I didn't know what it was. To tell you the truth. Hang on. I mess with it and I take the to it. but I didn't know what it was. I thought, because like I said, I get stuff from the safe. That's monthly. So I didn't know. I didn't. Why am I going to know? I know.
You didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what I meant to get to. No, hang on. If you listen to me,
that's real
if you
right there.
listen
Oh,
to me,
shit.
I
if
be
you
like that
listen
with
to
my
me,
wife.
Yo.
I'm no,
Really
no,
what it
no,
is.
I'm not drinking.
We laugh and direct.
No, but I want to tell you. I
Honest
want to
to God.
tell you.
But
I
anyway,
just
Yo,
want to tell you
100.
the truth
Mute your
too.
mic.
Because I'm sitting there
Mike,
like,
100.
why you didn't call? I would have told you what happened. Why did it do nothing? Why didn't send it
It's
out
all
for
good.
one
It's
is?
all good.
Their numbers didn't fit
Oh,
right. For
I don't
one,
want this.
and then I meant to tell you about it. I forgot about it.
100.
I actually forgot
Mute your
about it.
mic,
To tell you the
100.
truth, I forgot about it. I really forgot about it.
How can I
And
mute
like
you?
you said, when you showed it to me about what everything else, I forgot.
Because it's personal.
What else I forgot?
Right,
Nah, no
right.
doubt, man. That's some personal
Yeah,
shit.
I just stopped it. I didn't want to, people out there listening.
Yeah. No, we're not.
He just muted his mic. Started back
I
up.
just,
That's what's up.
yeah, what's up, y'all?
That's
Alright. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But be back in the game.
I'll check up.
Let's talk about another game that's been missing in action for a minute.
Medieval.
I've actually been talking about different subjects. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Right? That's a game that's been missing for a minute. It hasn't been around since the OG Xbox era and on PC, because it was on PC back in the day as well. And rumors have been circulating about a KOTOR 3 as a Xbox Scorpio launch title. Now,
Right.
we've seen what BioWare has done in recent years with Mass Effect and even Jade Empire. So, what are your thoughts on this, man? Starting with you, J-Long.
Never played it, so I don't know.
Okay, well, that's good, honest. That's a good, honest feedback. How about you, Hebot? You ever got to play KOTOR?
Yeah, played it. Never beat it, to be honest, but I played it. I think it would be a good addition, especially that it's one of the most distinguished and unique RPGs of its time and in the Star Wars lore. The only thing is I don't know how timed it would be because that Star Wars license right now attached to Disney is kind of heavy. I don't know. I mean, not to say that Microsoft don't got the money, but just the stubbornness of Disney, they might not want it because they want all money from all sides, if you know what I mean. But if it is timed, even if it was maybe for a year, that'd be cool, a couple months. But I think it goes back to what I was saying. It's refreshing to try to bring back some of these titles and these IPs that were long and forgotten from a lot of people, especially the ones who've never experienced the OG Xbox. So it's a good idea, very good idea. And I think it would reinvigorate the licensing, the products, the IPs. Absolutely. But again, right now, like you said, it's all rumors, so we can just hope for the best. But if it does come through to fruition, I think it's a definite plus, definite, especially if it's exclusive, because it's very appealing to a lot of people. They love that series. That's a very well-beloved series. It's very cult classic, if you will.
Hell yeah, I actually agree 100%.
Yeah.
And the rumors leading to a release on the Scorpio as well as Windows 10.
Yeah.
So it's also going to be coming to PC.
Right.
And if that shit does come to fruition, like you're saying, a force is going to be awakened this fall.
No pun intended, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. All pun intended, a force is going to be awakened this fall, man, because KOTOR, you had people buying OG Xboxes just for that game. That was a console seller. I mean, even old dude that played in Lord of the Rings, what's his name, J-Long, the star Lord of the Rings?
Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood went out and bought an OG Xbox just for KOTOR.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
We had a lot of stars from back in the day that would actually buy an OG Xbox. Right?
Wow.
So the OG Xbox had a lot of freaking Hollywood stars picking it up. Why? Because it was the most powerful console at the time.
What it is is that OG Xbox, people realize how good it was years later. That's what it is. When they actually got to play it, they were like, damn, I didn't realize this console was that good because I was on PlayStation 2. And that's why I always said that if the console would have came out a little earlier or maybe at the same time, who knows who would have been the leader from that point on, because it was just a better console altogether, built-in hard drive, custom soundtrack right in the game itself.
Sony just had that lead. They launched 1 year ahead of time.
Right. Well, they launched a little more, I think, technically, but you're right, absolutely. Plus, it had 1080p even back then. the Dragon Slayer 3D hack and slash platformer that they have isn't 1080p, which a lot of people think is something new, and this is we're talking about more than 15 years. So,
Definitely, man.
Hey, guy.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Ghost?
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm trying to see if 100 could speak right now, and I'm pressing on it, and it's not letting me. It says mute it, and they got to mute it. Like definitely, I can't get him out. I don't know.
Maybe he has.
He has to get out and then go back in with the link. That's it, and it'll fix it.
If you
try
can
kicking him
get his attention, guys, because I
Just
don't
send him a
want.
message. Tweet him.
Yeah. Let me send him a message.
Good
It's all
looking.
good. Yo, Ghost, what are your thoughts on Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars 3?
That'll be dope. Is that the one? Which one is that one? The one with
That's the one that was on the OG Xbox. Two of them that came out. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and Knights of the Old Republic 2. And the thing is, the trippy thing is, though, that in the first game, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, you're playing as this character throughout the whole game, and you're looking for some dude called Darth
throwing
Revan.
things around, right? And you're throwing things around with power in your hands and shit.
Nah. That's the Force. That's the Force Unleashed.
That's the Force Unleashed. Right?
Yeah, this was by BioWare, the ones that do Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And the trippy thing about that game, though, that you're hearing all this stuff about Darth Revan and all this stuff, this evil dude that's kind of like Darth Vader. And towards the end of the game, you find out you Darth Revan.
Right.
All right? That was some trippy shit, yo. I mean, they just throw a fucking...
Yeah, I heard the story was great towards the end. He's how you catch that.
You was the bad dude. You was hunting down the whole time because you had lost your memory.
Wow.
That was some crazy shit, man. Talk about a plot twist.
So that we might get that?
You know, they're talking about rumors about getting the 3 as a launch title for
that'd be
Scorpio and Windows 10.
Well, now that you said that, Collider, that's what I was telling the guys earlier in the party chat. I have a feeling they're going to have to, even though they're saying they're not, just like they said they weren't going to do backwards compat, they're going to have to do some type of games. I'm not saying all, but at least something exclusive for Scorpio after the next maybe 2 years, because to make it more appealing, to give it more shelf life, because if they don't, it might not work if the games get too big, too ambitious.
I say 3 or 4 years, man.
Yeah, maybe longer. You're right, but I'm saying like they're gonna have to do it at some point. I feel because the OG is definitely gonna hold back Scorpio. The OG, Xbox One original one.
It's not really holding PC back like that, so.
You gotta also think about the wording that Microsoft uses. They said that the games on the Scorpio are gonna be forward compatible. What does forward compatible mean? From Xbox One to Scorpio. Now, whatever games that they do exclusive for Scorpio, you might not have the money, you might complain, bitch, whatever. But whenever you want to make the upgrade, you could actually make the upgrade and play those games.
Right.
All right? Think about the wording. Forward compatible, not backwards compatible.
But I don't think it's deliberate either, because remember, nobody else is doing that. Look at Nintendo's not doing it. PlayStation's not doing it. Nobody's offering some type of backwards compatibility unless it's a service. Nobody's doing it. Microsoft is the only one doing it free if you own the game, obviously. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They're trying to say paying for it is better.
Yeah, okay. Hello. The streaming alone is terrible on that thing.
I know, dude.
For
you have to have
people,
a high internet
great,
connection.
For some people, it works like shit.
Exactly, dude. That's messed up. And you're playing old ass games, man. It's not like you're playing anything new.
Right.
I mean, do they got some PS3 games on that?
They got Guilty Gear Revelator on there.
Yeah. They got Guilty Gear Revelator.
I was actually playing Revelator on PS Now. I actually didn't get any delay. It wasn't noticeable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Some people
have a good internet connection.
Some people don't.
I have it right next to my box.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you basically
are you wired, James?
Yeah, he's wired.
Not on the PS4, no.
No, not on PS4.
Okay. Well, it's not worth it?
Not, but it actually worked.
Okay.
Even without it being wired.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it works for people, sometimes it don't. Because I
Lebowski
remember my
said
buddy
it
was
wasn't working for him, and he has good internet, so I don't know.
Right, like my buddy, he was the one that's always talking crap on my comments that I told you is a pony. Jorge.
Yeah.
You know who it is, right?
Yeah.
He was playing, I think it was Batman Arkham when he first got the PS Now. And oh my god, it was so bad the streaming that the textures weren't
Coming in at the same time.
they weren't bump mapping in. They were just not showing up. And even like he had a lot of lag. Yeah, it was bad. But then again, that was also towards the beginning of it. So it might be a lot better. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not. But it's the same stereo. It's almost the same. It's almost 50-50 with everybody. When
Well,
you
no,
ask
easily.
them, right? Well, but I'm saying it's 50-50 as far as people saying, yeah, it works for me good, and then some people are like, no, it works for me bad. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guys, moving along, right? On now, ain't that a trip? The MPDs, man. I mean, dude, Sony wins the MPDs in December. It's all of a sudden there's a riot on the internet.
Right.
Ponies is jumping out the woodworks. Oh, we won the MPDs. We won the MPDs. But yet they didn't. I guess they didn't read the whole article, right? Because the article also stated, and the Xbox One won the last 6 months of the year
Right.
combined. All right, as far as sales are concerned.
Right.
No, the Xbox is dying though, man.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. That's right.
supposedly it's dying. Supposedly it's dying, but yet they won the last half of last year. All right, so
believe-
And
I
December
what
was their
Sony
best-selling
sold in
month
December,
ever.
Yeah,
no matter
December.
what Sony
The
sold
number.
in December, it was probably like 1,000 more, 2,000 more.
December
Wow.
is
I
Microsoft's
applaud
best-selling month in consoles ever.
Ever. Yeah, there was 1.5.
Yeah, because they have
to
year-over-year
1.3
growth.
mil. It was a lot.
Year-over-year
A lot
growth,
of
man.
consoles.
Yep.
They keep
10%.
growing and Sony keeps dropping. People, look at the
Well,
numbers, man. Y'all like
you gotta
talking about
remember-
numbers? Look at the numbers.
They have 4 SKUs because remember, VR is hardware, even though it may not be a console, but it's part of hardware. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So you got the Slim, the regular, the VR, and the Pro, and combined they still almost sold just as much, or if not more. Because it's one SKU, and a lot of people don't know this too. Walmart did not count the MPDs for last month. Well, and for the month prior, I believe. So they probably really won the month of November, but they can't do nothing about it because Walmart had not accounted for their sales. Because when you looked at Walmart's Black Friday sales, the highest selling product and item they had on their website for Black Friday was the Xbox One S, and they didn't count those sales. So, I think they really won November and lost December slightly, but you can't change that, obviously. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
They going against like 2 or 3 different hardwares though.
Yeah.
You gotta understand. So, but at least the Xbox One S is holding its own.
Yeah.
Yep. They had 2 different consoles while Sony had 3 on the market. They had the PS4,
Well, say- and
the
sales-
PS4 Pro, and the regular Slim.
Right. But to be honest, sales is never going to make a difference because whether they
boils
have
down to the
lower
game.
sales or not, it doesn't mean that the console is not better or is not offering you more. Because that was the case with the OG. OG was a way better console, offering a lot better, and it didn't sell nowhere near as good as the PS2 at that time. So at the end of the day, even if Xbox never ever comes back this generation, it's gonna leave a bigger mark than the PlayStation product because of the fact that they had just a better product altogether with the updates and the dedicated servers, the Elite controller, the refresh of the console, the 4K console having a 4K player inside with real HDR as opposed to firmware, and all those little things, even the better, more risky IPs that usually Sony only does, because they had more, because people are just counting the Japanese games because they want it to be like the new PS2 all over again. But a lot of those Japanese titles are old from the PS2 era being redone or remastered to bring them back out to the PS4. So I don't count that. They're not utilizing the power of next generation on the PS4 or the hardware. They're not bringing nothing new to the table.
Okay. Point taken.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else to say on MPDs?
No, it's
I never cared. I never really cared. But for the people who are saying Microsoft is dying, just remember the best-selling month ever, best-selling
1.5
console the
billion.
last 6 months.
1.5 million.
So yeah.
It's crazy. I can't front, man. Let's go for day one, buy on sale, keep it in the store. All right. So let's jump off on Horizon Zero Dawn. All right. What are your thoughts on this, Ghost? On Horizon Zero Dawn?
Day one. I'm buying it. Fuck it. I gotta see what's this hype about. I want to check the game out, man. I want to shoot some robots.
Some Zoids. They look more like Zoids.
I want to see if I could ride a Tyrannosaurus Robot X or something, or Transformer.
I mean, it does look hot. I mean, the graphics is kind of dope. The fluidity of movement, that's what gets me amped. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of Assassin's Creed. The only thing that that irks me just a little bit is like the staircase that they actually put on those giant ass robots. It's like it's letting you know, like, all right, you got to climb here, go to this yellow part here, go to this other yellow part here, and keep climbing up the motherfucker, and then you go and you deactivate the motherfucker at the top. Like, okay, and the dude supposedly carried Gatling guns or freaking rocket launchers, but yet they don't use it against her. So what are the rocket launchers there for? So she could blast it off their body, then pick it up and shoot them with their own shit? I mean, that's the only thing that be tripping me out about the game. But besides that, it does look beautiful. I can't front. I would buy that shit day one. I would definitely buy that day one to see what the hubbub is all about.
Yep.
What's up with you, Jay? What you think about Horizon Zero Dawn?
I'm gonna buy it used. I'll get it eventually, but it's not on my priority list. But it does look good though. It's definitely the best game this year. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit on it.
Actually, on Sony's console, because the only thing else they got is what, Gran Turismo Sport? As far as a Sony exclusive? Yeah.
Don't worry, man.
It's Gran Turismo Sport, Gravity Rush, and I think Knack. That's it.
Oh, Gravity Rush looks nice though. I would actually pick that
It's
up.
good, but that's definitely not a day one though. That's definitely not a day one. It don't play that good. Yeah, you're right. The demo
Wow. All right. I thought it actually looked at
it has good animation, but
artistically it's dope, but
it doesn't it's not for everyone, but it's it's cool. It's a good little game.
Nice niche title.
Yeah, it's a good niche title. I'll get it when it's like 30. Definitely not.
I don't think it will sell that much, but I'm glad though that they did do a PS4 version. Definitely. All right. How about you, Heap? Would you buy that day one?
Horizon.
I honestly, I think Horizon Zero Dawn has been the only game that actually got my interest on PlayStation since I saw it. Only because, like, again, I'm a sucker for old school stuff like that, like medieval time. I'm a big He-Man fan. Those are dinosaurs. Those may not be medieval creatures, but they're dinosaurs. Dragons, anything with mythical creatures. That, or you know what I'm saying. That stuff really appeals to me. The game looks nice. It's definitely one player, so we know what to expect as far as the experience. But my problem is I don't know if I'll have the money for day one. If I have the money, I'll probably go day one. But I'm also kind of adamant because Guerrilla Games usually make good games as far as the look and when the gameplay, but then they get kind of boring and kind of fall through, fall short, if you will. They fall short. And I'm scared that the game might be like all bells and whistles, basically. Pretty graphics, good control, but then it might be boring. I don't know. I hope it's not, because I want to have a reason to go out and buy a game that's exclusive from them and not regret it, day one. But if Nier comes out, since Nier is a timed exclusive, I believe, because the developer says they would like to bring it to Xbox if it does well.
What you said, Nier Automata?
Yeah, Nier Automata. Yeah, I don't want to support it because of what Platinum did. But if you support it, the likelihood of it coming to Xbox is bigger. But I probably would like Nier Automata better because it's more my gameplay style. It's more like Ninja Blade, Ninja Gaiden. It has more of that type of style. But I do want Horizon. I think it's day one for me too. If I have the money, I'll buy it. But then again, I'll bite the bullet. If it's corny, I'm going to rip it a new asshole and I'm going to make a video about it. That's for sure.
I feel you. Me personally, I'm going to get a PS4 for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
All right, I've been waiting this whole time. I was hoping that they came out with an exclusive PS4 for it, but seeing that it's launching at the end of February and they haven't mentioned anything about an exclusive console, damn, I waited all this time for nothing. But it's all good though, man. I mean, I'm all good. I'm not worried about having the exclusive console anymore. But I am getting a PS4 for that game. Right, I think it is a console seller, at least for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the game that actually caught my interest out of all the games that Sony has released so far. So I'm really hoping it actually is good, because if not, I'm going to be one mad motherfucker.
Plus, let's be honest too, Collider. At least they get the game that they've been anticipating for a while. We don't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. True that. That makes a lot of sense, man.
Yeah.
Yo, another game on buy day one. And buy it on sale or keep it at the store. Ghost Recon Wildlands. All right. Now, what's your take on that, Ghost?
I'm buying it. Day one.
Day one.
Since I first seen that game, when they showed it with the rain hitting the car, the way the graphics was looking, that game is gonna be sick. Campaign's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
fire, and you know they're gonna have a nice multiplayer.
Hell yeah. As a matter of fact, that game looked like the Division on steroids.
It should look fire.
Word up, man. Yo, he bought. Oh, would you buy that game day one?
Same thing. I would love to because it looks good. It does look good. I'm just scared because of their other games that it might get boring. But
Yeah.
if it's up to my son, it's day one. My son, he loved those type like Ubisoft stuff.
Yeah.
And like he loves those games. He wants it badly. I know he does. So I'll probably have to get it anyway for him because he wants to play it. But it does look good. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if it's 4-player co-op, it's like tight. Like oof. Like I saw a part where it's raining and they beat up some dude and put him in the trunk of a car and they were like taking off. Like whoa, that shit was hot. You know, I don't know if you could do that in the game, but I hope you can because they showed it. But I think it's worth day one. I don't think it's gonna be a letdown because it's been in development for a while. You know, at least I hope it. And plus, I'm tired of having these games come out and then they be lackluster. I want games to be good, man. That's bad for the industry. Games are not good or don't come out as good as they're supposed to because then people get discouraged, don't want to buy them, don't want to support them. These companies are just gonna keep closing down developers. So I want it to do well. I want it to be good, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I would want it to be good.
Yeah.
What's up with you, J-Long? Did you get that?
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna take out some narcos, bro. Like fuck yeah. 4-player co-op, kill some Colombians, hell yeah, or Mexican, whoever. Fuck, that'd be shit.
Yeah, I would most definitely get that day one. Definitely, it is on my list of games. And the co-op does look sick. I mean, everybody could do their own thing, sneak up in the camp, start stealing the plans, find out where the drugs is at, and go up in there and light everybody the fuck up, man.
Yep.
I love that gameplay. It does look pretty hot. I would buy that day one. Too bad we can't hit thoughts on 100, but he had to take an L for a minute. But it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying because I know
He's with
100
us in
was
spirit.
lit on this.
Hunter, if you could hear us, jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, I texted him. I told him already too, like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think he's involved. It's personal what he's doing. So I think he's
yeah.
It's all good. All right, it's all good though. Well, that's been a hell of a show. I don't know about you guys. Anything
We
else you
missed
guys
one
want to talk?
topic though, guys.
Which
Which one?
Gorilla Cambridge being closed.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We can hit that real quick.
Right. Yeah, we could touch up on that. Definitely. What are your thoughts on that, Jay?
It sucks. People lost their jobs, man, and a lot of people been wanting a new Medieval. I remember some fans made. You remember when those fans made a Unreal Engine 4 Medieval picture?
Yeah,
and
said it was coming out soon. Yeah.
And they went crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, they're excited for a game they've been asking for, man. I wish we would get that, and then it was.
Dude, I know that.
It was bullshit, man. It was.
Yeah, but
I know that.
We didn't get Medieval because Sony doesn't listen to its fans. You
Right.
say that they're for the gamers? Really? If they was for the gamers, that would have seen Medieval years ago. So that's
That was a decent game too. That was a decent PlayStation game.
Yeah, they had two of them, man. There was two mythical games.
Yeah,
they had back
they
in
were
the
good.
day.
They were good.
And people have been asking for that for years, and yet Sony never delivered. Why? Because it falls on deaf ears. They don't give a fuck what you want. They're gonna give you what you want. All right? He's like, oh no, I want Medieval. No, you want Gran Turismo. No, I want Medieval. No, you want.
No, they
Horizon.
said no. You want VR. Then they didn't buy
Yeah.
VR.
No,
They
you
sold
want
Medieval.
Knack. No, you want Knack 2.
You
Yeah,
want
you want
rigs.
that too. You
You
know what I'm
want
saying?
rigs, and then rigs flopped, and then they had to sell the shit.
How many years
Yeah,
have people
man.
been asking for freaking a brand new Jackson Daxter? They've
Shit,
been
nobody
asking for that
asked
for
for
years. But they was
Yes,
like,
sir.
no,
A
you
new
getting that
SOCOM. Where's
too.
the new SOCOM, bro?
Nobody asked for
Yeah,
that Godzilla, though.
SOCOM, a lot of years.
Yeah, that's another one, man. How many times do people ask for Sarcom? They was like, no, you don't want Sarcom. You want Killzone.
They give you Iron Bread instead, man.
I am bread.
Oh, yo. Talking about I Am Bread. I saw that shit in the Xbox store. It's coming.
No,
It's coming.
get that shit
It's
out.
coming to
We
Xbox
don't want
One.
it.
I Am Dead. It's coming to the
God.
Xbox One.
I
am-
ain't gonna sell. Ain't nobody gonna buy that
Yo,
shit.
too bad Wolf ain't here for the free achievements, man. I'm just
Oh
saying.
shit! Oh shit!
Shit.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Yo.
Y'all
Yo.
terrible. Y'all terrible.
That's great.
I'm just saying,
That's
man,
crazy.
yo. I'm just trying to keep it real.
You definitely are, man.
It's all in good
You
fun.
guys are crazy.
Yeah, it's all in good fun, yo, Wolf. Word up, man. We just having fun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Any of y'all got anything else to say?
Nah, I'm
Oh,
good,
man.
man. If everybody wants to say that, shout out to whatnot. This thing's been running for how many hours?
I think we're probably
No,
at 3 hours though.
yeah, but the Cambridge, no,
Yeah.
real quick. That is true though. It's sad. It's sad that people that they lost.
Oh, yeah.
That they
Word up.
lost their
That's
job
messed
because
up.
they lost their job. Like they didn't get transferred over like
Wow.
Lion Studios did to another department. No, they got
I,
lost. They lost their job.
I tell you what, man, like, to be honest, man, losing your job is not a good thing, man.
Nah, man, it's
I
not
don't wish
easy.
that on nobody, bro. Because you got to
No,
feed
No.
your family at the end of the day, bro.
Especially when you're depending on that shit week
Yeah.
after week. What? I mean, I hope the team luck that they do find something. But it's a shame how the media never touched base on it. But yet there's like 200,000, 50,000 articles about Scalebound. They still talk about it.
I know. And Platinum Game's
You
still
know?
open.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? They don't talk about the real tragedies that's going on in gaming, which is the closure of Gorilla Cambridge. And as a
Yep.
matter of fact, talking about that PlayStation VR, they're the ones that made the best PlayStation VR launch title, which is Rig.
Yes, good
And they
point.
got closed down. Why? Because
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
ain't buy it. Y'all
Didn't
ain't
buy it.
support PlayStation VR. Y'all was beating your chest about it like, oh! And guess what? The motherfucker drops and nobody touch it with a 10-foot pole. That's fucked, man. That's
It's
fucked
a lot
up,
of
man.
money to be fair though.
I know,
Expensive.
man. It's messed up, but that's what you get, though, man. There's a whole bunch of experiences, but no real games. And they did have a real game in
I-
Rigs, but nobody bought it.
I'm
That's
glad
the
Phil
Yeah, they
said fuck
experienced
that.
layoffs, man. That sucks. Man.
I'm glad Phil
Mhm.
said fuck that. We're waiting on that. That shit ain't time for that yet.
Yeah.
I'm glad he said that shit.
Yeah. He even played it. He played all. He had the Oculus. He had the Vive. He had all them things. He's like, dude, I haven't seen a game yet. They're all experiences.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
even
There's
the
some cat. There's
Insomniac
some
game
cat
that
that
looked
played
like
them
the
all.
thing. Remember, Kalida? The Insomniac game that looked like the thing. That even that game looked good, but I don't think it reviewed well.
Nah, it didn't, man. That VR technology is too new. And the only thing that could possibly save it is probably Resident Evil 7. But that's the game that made people sick a couple of E3s ago. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Dudes was having motion sickness. Ugh. It's like, really?
when it was
Like
called
that.
Kitchen. Yeah, when it was called Kitchen. Yep.
No. Like, it's a shame, man. I mean, it's never good for when anybody actually does get put out of a job. I remember being unemployed. That shit sucked. You know what I'm saying? That's when I actually met Sexy Assassin on Destiny and shit. That's when we was getting live on Destiny day in and day out. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hopefully they do get picked up by other studios. You know what I'm saying? Because they are a talented studio. They've been around for God knows how many years, man. I remember them making that game Primal back on the PS2 era. Man, I
Right,
thought Primal
right.
was the shit, man. The minute she started walking up them stairs and her feet was actually going on each and every staircase individually, I was
Right,
like, oh, this is a talented studio, man.
Right.
Very
Or even if
talented
they could
studio.
go, or even if they could go independent and maybe do like a Kickstarter and make their own version of Medieval, because I don't think Sony owns the IP for Medieval, and they could bring it out maybe multi-plat to help them out. That'd be nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe do a Kickstarter. Yeah, do a Kickstarter and shit. for
Yeah,
another
that's what I'm
Medieval.
saying.
Yeah, so but people was talking about that. It was like, oh, hopefully some of them actually regroup like the way they did the guys for Ukulele, the way
Right,
they
right.
regrouped and
I was
whatnot
about to
after
say
Red.
that.
Yeah, that shit would be hot, yo, because I wouldn't mind seeing another Medieval, and then they go multi-plat just to fuck Sony over. It's like spiritual successor, and it's called some shit evil, not medieval,
You
but
go
some shit
up the
evil.
midway alley. Yeah, right.
It's
That's
like
true.
the halfway medieval. It's all good. Anybody
Definitely.
else got anything to add?
Nah, man.
No.
I think we
Nah,
covered
think
all
we're
this
good,
show,
yeah.
man.
Hell yeah.
It was a good
All
show.
right.
It was a good show, and for the viewers out there, thank you for watching us, giving us your time. God bless y'all, and I just want to say this: I had a blast, guys, and this was a nice treat. Us lasting out this long, talking about games and having fun, man. And we didn't do it last week, and we made up for it this week.
Oh yeah, we definitely
Yeah,
made up
that's
for
why.
it this
That's
week.
why it
Like,
took so damn long. Oh yeah, man. I was like, man. I was looking at the time. I was like, damn, man. It's like almost 1 o'clock. Wow, man.
What? I gotta go. I gotta be up by 4.
I had to wake up at 3:45, man.
Wow. Yo, that's how y'all know we love gaming. All
Yep.
right. I mean, we had dudes jumping out the podcast because of time zones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bijou, if we think it's late for us, you can imagine what it was for Bijou that's out there in the UK.
Yeah.
So it's understandable, man. But yeah,
Yes,
dudes
sir.
wanted to rock out, man. Definitely, man.
Definitely.
You know, everybody, give your shout outs, man. Let people know where they can reach you guys at.
Yeah. So yeah, just you can find me on YouTube. I'm gonna start uploading more frequently.
Yes.
JLar908. Twitter, same thing. You'll find me on Bang Bang. You know who I am. And yeah,
Mm,
man. Just I'll just be here gaming, man. You know how it
exactly.
is.
That's what's up. Yo, he bought.
Well, Collide and guys in the panel, we our friendship extends more than just on on a podcast. We rock out on live every once in a while, but it's been a great honor, man. Thanks again for having me on. It's been a real treat. You ever guys ever need me, just let me know. If I could do it, I'm more than willing to help you out because I have fun. I have fun talking to you guys. Unfortunately, like I said, it's under different circumstances, but it is what it is. At least we can show appreciation at this time and place at this moment. So thank you for having me on. My channel is Hebot8 with the space or underscore, I believe. Capital H, capital B, all lowercase, rest of the letters. I am on Twitter under the same Powerful Gamer or Most Powerful Gamer. And I'm also on Facebook on intromediagaming.com on their Facebook page and the
Oh yeah,
World of
you're right.
Xbox. So you guys want to check me out there, you can. We don't accept trolls and personal attackers. We just like adult, mature thinking gamers and respectful. That to have fun, talk about gaming like we did here tonight. So again,
Yeah.
Kaleida, Ghost, and Jay, thanks for having me on, and I appreciate it, man. It means a lot to me. Believe it or not, it means
Anytime,
a lot
bro.
to me that you
Yo,
extended out the
pleasure.
invitation, and
Yeah,
It was
man.
definitely a pleasure,
Anytime.
man.
thank you guys.
Well, as far as for me, man, everybody can reach me on Twitter, Kaleidoscope at DirectX minus the. All right. And my channel is actually Kaleidoscope. I'd make it easier for you cats to find it. And actually, it was a pleasure actually doing this podcast, man. And as I said earlier, as we all said earlier, that's the reason it ran kind of long because, we had to make up for last week. You know what I'm saying? So this time we took it out last week, but guess what? This week we bounced back like a motherfucker, yo.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it was nice, long show with a lot of good information.
Hell yeah. I had a good time, man. But anyway, guys, God bless you out there, man. Hope you're home safe with your family. Peace.
You're gonna
Peace.
let know
Have a
where
good
they
night,
can
guys.
reach you at on Twitter?